Hey guys, Cookie38 here, and we're back with more 5th edition D&D. So, I think we're all here. Adam's somewhere, but he is here. So, just to go down the list, we've got our Dungeon Master, Will.
Guten Tag.
We have Connie.
Hello.
We have Danielle.
Hi.
We have Michael.
Hello.
And we've got Andy.
Yeah.
Alright, so, recap, what the fuck happened last time?
You met your evil brother.
And oh wait, where are they?
What, the numerous pingus?
Yes, the numerous,
Yep.
the numerous pink coupons.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh my God. And now
we
we're back
returned to the
Slayer.
group. Yeah, returned to the group as they've woken up after a whole lot of shit. All coming to inside the temple, overgrown and such.
Just give me a moment, because I'm not
yeah.
on yet.
Yeah. So you all, come to, and the two Lunas are just sort of standing around. The dark one's holding the book. And the light one's like chasing a butterfly.
Oh wait, they're here now.
Wait, who's that? Sorry.
There's two like weird girls that are sort of with you and sort of not.
One's got a book.
The book that you found in the temple.
Oh, alright.
Krastar just wants to check. Everyone can see those two, right? It's not just Krastar. No.
Yeah.
You can.
Alright then.
Oh
No,
good, it's
I
not just
cannot see
Krastar
them.
being crazy for once. Hi. I'll give him a wave.
The bright one's still just chasing the butterflies, and the other one just sort of 1,000-yard stares at you.
I think they're warming up to Krastar. I'm gonna go chase the butterfly as well. I'm gonna try and bond with the child and.
Creepy.
I mean, it's Krastar. What the fuck else would he do? So I'm gonna be trying to grab the butterfly. Be thankful I'm
You
not trying
chase
to use any
butterflies.
magic on it.
You chase butterflies.
Yes, blood geyser, moth. No, I'm good.
Give me just a minute. What's the rest of you doing? If anything.
Waiting for my thing to load.
Fair enough.
Where my character is, this is a load sign. A buffering sign.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're there, but instead of your face, it's just that spinny logo.
I'll poke the darker one. See how she's doing.
Bitch, what the fuck you poking me for?
Takes it.
Pokes her back.
Yeah.
Punches Freya in the face and instantly kills her.
I mean,
She's just holding that book.
Just holding the book.
Yeah.
She's staring off into any particular direction or anything like that. Like, can I look where she's looking? See if she's looking at anything.
She's kind of at a wall, and then like as you're looking at her and stuff, when you you nudge her, and she it turns her a little bit, and then she's just looking that way.
No. Alright.
Is there something wrong? Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Yeah, there's a guy poking me.
What did you say, Danny?
Is there something wrong? Is there anything you want to tell us?
She just shakes her head.
Okay, well. What time of day is it, and did you take a long rest?
You had a long rest. You're all like back up. With the weird enchanted sleep you've been in, I guess you'd have slept in. So it's like 10 in the morning. Stick your head out the window, you sort of look at the sun and figure it out.
Get blinded by the sun.
Yeah.
Well, I suggest we should probably continue with what we were supposed to be doing. Staying around here isn't going to achieve us much.
I want to go check on my second body.
Maybe what?
I'll go check on my second body.
I thought we already did that, and it was all in the room.
Did we?
Wait. Check on the second what?
Yeah. On Sif.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, if you were doing that, you're like,
You sure we did that?
no, you've not
We
done
did.
that.
We decided against it, if I remember. Because
Did
there
we?
could be a demon and lots of vines.
Oh, I just won't give a fuck. I'm still going anyway.
It's a very bad idea.
It's a bit of a trek. If you set off, you're like southwest section of the city, I think I said. Sort of written down. And obviously where all that shit went down finally was the centre.
Yeah.
Do you convince anybody else to go, or do you just go?
I'm gonna go to make sure we don't get to.
I mean, I
Master,
could
we'll
use that
get
to my
this
favour.
butterfly before you.
Krauster, Robert, are you trying to catch it?
Yeah, well, kind of. I don't want it to stop, so I'm pretending to try and catch it. Well,
Okay.
not actually catching it. I'm trying to bond with the child, goddammit.
I'll make you roll for not catching it.
But what?
I won't make you roll for not catching a
Okay.
butterfly.
So I thought you said you wanted me to roll.
Oh, yeah. You roll like a 1 and you fall over and crush the butterfly. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just catch it. Ah! Pff. Ah.
You fail to not catch the butterfly. But yeah, you're just chasing it around, and the little blonde girl is also chasing it around, giggling and stuff.
Could I grab hold of her and hold her up and start chasing after it? Just like, here you go, Crest, I will give you a boost.
Yeah, sure. Like shoulders her.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, she's fucking into it. She's all about it.
Does anyone
Having
else notice
loads of
this?
fun.
What's going on?
I mean, yeah, you're making noise.
Hey everyone, Krastar made a new friend. Krastar doesn't know her name yet, but he will shortly.
I'm already walking off.
Yeah, I'm going with him.
I love how the scene right now is, you're all just around discussing serious shit, and Krastar's just running about in the background of the scene. Right, so you're off to the center tower.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it.
I mean, it seems pretty peaceful right now.
You say that. Out storms a huge demon.
I'll just try and
ripping
outrun
our
it
heads
then.
off.
I'll try and outrun the huge demon.
even
Then we can leave.
Of a huge demon in that area, we're not going.
Alright, so you all head off that way. Who am I repeating off of? Somebody, I don't know. You all set off mid-morning. I have a cold, so there's going to be a lot of muting when I cough. Yeah, you set off through the city. And, blah. Alright, I'm coming back through Danny, that's why. Don't know how, but I'm coming back through you, and it's
Right?
throwing me off.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Slightly.
What did I say? Right, yeah. You head through the city. The blonde one on Krastar's shoulders still, just giggling at shit.
Is the dark one been left behind?
Oh no, she. You set off and then you blink and she's gone.
Oh.
So. You remember that, through your entire journey, they've never been permanent, kind of thing. you know? They just turn up every now and again.
Yeah.
Okay. So right, yeah, you're walking through, heading through this fallen city, which you've seen not quite fallen, not in its splendor, but not quite fallen from your year-long dream or whatever. This huge ruined pile of a city. Roofs collapsed, roads split open, aqueducts are toppled, and streams run through streets that you know is being cobbled and all that. Buildings are covered with thick tufts of grasses and wildflowers are growing from between the bricks, and trees everywhere. And slight retcon. Picture the bodies in Pompeii, except trees. Right? Like clustered together indoors, hugging each other, sagging against a wall, pierced by a sword, cowering in a corner, lined up in the town square, kneeling in surrender. But reduced to wood.
Wait, it's like their bones are wood?
Yeah, you know Pompeii?
Yeah.
That, but wood.
Oh.
You have to use like a little bit of imagination to see the human shape inside the tree, but not much. But you're heading through this here. Make perception checks. Anybody that is looking around.
Yeah, just get my stats.
It's 14.
14. Is Crastar not looking around?
I mean, Krastar's a bit preoccupied.
I thought he might be. Alright, so
That's why I'm poorly, man.
yeah, I thought so. I just wanted to confirm.
Oh, mine should be +4, so I actually got a 6.
Oof.
Oh god.
I know makes
That's all you needed. You don't see anything. At this point, you're heading through a street that's so overgrown that it's like the grass is at the height of your head, so you're kind of fucked. But Freya and Zolis, Freya more so, but Zolis can just about hear it as well. I'm annoyed because I swear there's one in the house and I couldn't find it. You can just hear like a clonk 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 of like a cowbell. It's sort of ahead and to the left.
Well, that's not good.
Clonk 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 clonk.
I have to say, I like to think that Krastrad went from seeing nothing to seeing some dust blowing on the ground.
So,
Hi,
dude,
Adam.
Yellow.
you guys are heading through the city to go to the big old tower where you all died.
Can I follow the cowbell?
I kind of want to sneak
Yes.
around. I'm scared.
Do you follow the cowbell stealthily or just brassly walk up?
I'll stealth.
All right. Roll that shit.
I'm probably the worst for it. Oh.
Right.
He says
You know-
so far.
I know, right? And just to clarify as well, no, when I say roll stealth, that doesn't mean everybody rolls stealth. You're all going as a big clump.
Yeah.
It's just whoever wants to go forward.
Oh, okay.
That's
I thought we was doing like a group roll and then average.
I mean, when you're going as a group, you can do that. But like, if Solis wanted to just head off by herself to go look and come back, that's also totally cool. But so the minute Solis and Freya sort of creep away, pretty stealthily, you come to
Ninja buddies.
you know them walls that are like they've got like the brickwork's got fancy shit in it that you can see through.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a breeze block, except like an actual pattern. And you come to this wall, all overgrown and everything. And looking through, you can, and this is the source of the clonk clonk. You think looking through, you see what looks like to be like a rose garden kind of deal. You know, there's roses, but like way more than there would usually be because overgrown. Like what used to be like a little fountain or like a bird bath in the middle, and it looks a little sort of like the roses are all overgrown, and around the edges it's more overgrown, but in the middle the grass is kind of clipped and grazed looking, and then from the bird bath in the middle there's a rope coming off, and there's a goat tied to it.
A goat?
What?
A goat with a little cowbell.
Okay, it's like something out of
Clonk.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's bait.
And he's just sort of stood there chewing. Clonk, clonk, as it shakes.
I just want to keep watching and see what, like, dinosaurs out or something.
Could be dinosaurs around here, could be.
Or a demon. I think I'd rather take the dinosaur than a demon.
I don't know, at least with a demon, you know what you're up against.
After, say, 5 minutes of you just sort of crouching, like, behind this wall and looking through these little holes, you're like, geography-wise, there's you, wall, rose garden, wall, like, either, like, to the left and right as you look at it, and then wall of a building. You know, just a big old stone building. And, you know, there's a door in it and little windows. And as you're waiting and just glancing through this hole, you see a little mouse sort of come out from beside the door, out of like a tiny hole which you couldn't see before, but then could see when the mouse came out of it. And it sort of skitters forward, climbs up the bird bath, runs across the rope and stands on the goat's head. And then looking a little bit closer, it's wearing a hat and like a bandolier and a little sword. And it's
Oh
like
my
it's
God,
like a
that's
French musketeer hat kind of thing, you know, like the big with a fucking tiny
Like-
feather in it.
Like the mouse from Narnia.
Exactly like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go. I want to go after the mouse stealthily, though. I don't want whatever.
It's got a
Bacon.
seals. It's got a seals.
No.
I mean,
Of course it's gonna
There's
fucking
no-
see it. You've got a fucking madman going, get the butterfly! We'll catch it, don't worry.
you're back a little. You're back a little bit.
No,
At minute,
we've
it's
got
Freya
some
and
results.
Zola.
I'm probably being pretty loud. This is Christ that we're talking about here.
Yeah, but Zolis and Freya sort of like headed off from the group
Fair dues.
after
I
the
would be
cowbell.
stopping this, but I'm not there.
But
No,
to
I
go-
want to get this mouse.
Right.
I mean,
At least
there's not much way to go up to it stealthily. Like, you know, with the rose garden, there is space like all around it of open
Yeah.
sort of area. But I mean, you could try and go up behind it somewhere. If you
You
like
come on,
that.
Freya.
Hmm.
So I want to. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
talk
it's
to this mouse. I presume it's going to talk.
I assume that it has the power of speech.
I assume we can speak my language.
Right, so are you stealthing or are you just walking up to it?
Stealth.
Yeah.
Damn. Are you going too, Freya, or are you waiting?
Yeah.
Alright, so Zola sort of goes around the side to where, like, it's looking in a certain direction because it's stood on the goat's head. It's looking where the goat's looking and just sort of looking around like a 180-degree arc. So Zola's head's on the other side, sort of makes her way over this wall. It's like 7 foot high and sort of slips down the other side, starts creeping up behind. Freya was like, I'll go the other side. Goes round, not quite far enough to not be in vision, just sort of slips a little bit on the wall, bangs in it, and then cups down and lands in a bush.
No.
And I was just like, pulls out this like needle-sized dagger. The mouse is, you know, like 7 inches tall. Like, Ate! What goes there? Not looking at Zolis, looking towards where Freya is.
Yeah, it's like kind of like just gonna put my arm out the bush. I'm friendly.
State your business.
Woo!
We're just investigating this city.
What are you doing, Zalis?
I'm just gonna get a bit closer. Not too close yet.
Okay. With the roll, you totally can.
Do we hear any of this go on?
I mean, Freya's talking at talking volume, and the mouse is a mouse, so it's not terrifically loud.
It's a tiny creature with a booming voice.
No,
I mean, roll a perception check, you might be able to.
nope. Well, maybe. 10?
Nope.
Yeah.
Alright, so what did you say last, Freya?
We're friendly. Oh no, investigating the city.
Step out.
Yeah, do it. Step out of the bush.
I'll step out too, so I'm like friendly too. Goes, I'm with her. I'm friendly too.
As he's looking at Freya, and then he hears the sound behind, and he spins around, draws another little sword. And I was like, you're like 180 degrees. You're on either side of him, and he's flicking his head back and forth. Alright, yeah. Investigating the city, you say?
Mm-hmm.
It's rather vague. What brought you here?
What actually brought us it?
I can't remember.
Just passing through.
You will remember the original mission is to find and recover any flight rocks from this big old skyship that
Yeah, that's a
probably crashed.
Yeah,
around
I'm
here.
going to say that to a mouse.
Alright.
That's our shit to deal with.
Alright. Yeah, he's looking at both of you.
Just say we're passing through. Thought we might investigate while we're here.
Not many people pass through, but you seem not to be too terrible. Come, sit. He puts his
Okay.
swords away.
It's ready for story time with Mouse.
So,
Can I ask what your name is?
Are we just going to like an Alice in Wonderland thing at this point?
I don't know, maybe a little. Oh, pardonnez-moi. I am
Je m'appelle.
Pierre Lorenz. Pierre Lorenz. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. And he like doffs his hat and does like a swishy bow.
I'm Zolis, and there's a big grin and like wave.
My pleasure.
I'm Freya. We do have others with us. Should we bring them over?
Yeah, yes.
Alright.
Bring
Oh
them
yeah,
over.
just
We can
run
talk.
over to the group and bring them.
We do not get many visitors. So yeah, Freya runs back. How do you tell them?
Yeah, shit.
Guys,
This is-
talking mouse.
Yeah, there's talking mouse on this goat. It's got some little swords and shit. He seems friendly enough.
If you attack the mouse, don't.
You're trusting
I'd-
a talking mouse.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do to us, really?
Kill us?
Maybe. But we can outrun him. It's all good.
Do you know if I trust his legs?
I trust him. He seems cool.
How do we know it's a mouse?
Just shouting loudly.
By the way, have I actually... Am I anywhere near them at this point?
Yeah, you have like you're not so insane that you just ran off into the city, dude. So then you'd have kept
We've
somewhere
almost
near him.
got, don't worry, little miss, we've almost got the big fly. We're almost there. We'll get it at the next turn. Jump, miss, fist. Right into view, Bedford.
I guess we're going
Ow.
doing?
Krastar thinks he may have broken his nose.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Chase
it's
a
the
butterfly. with the lunar bit.
Alright.
So yeah, you get told about a talking mouse, and I'll head over to this rose garden.
So, do you live here?
Oh yes, this me and my family live in this building right here, and there are others
As they
around.
all know.
Yes, I mean there are others in the city, but they are not so friendly.
Do they all talk?
Others?
Well, there are all manner of denizens. Over to the northeast, so all manner of creatures. I mean the rats. Don't get me started on the rats. But there are goblins. It's best not to deal with them when you are a mouse.
Hmm.
And all manner of fake creatures.
Oh,
Right. Why is it a lot of magic around here attracting them?
Yes, it's something like that. I'm a mouse. I do not have great knowledge of these things.
Yeah, but you're talking mouse.
That is true. That is true. Well, what I mainly know as to why I am here and my family is my recent ancestors came from the Kailash kind of area. My wife's came from the fractured plains, as you call them, and before that we came from here. I think it has been many years. There was some kind of portal. It's weird, right? I used to be able to do like a French accent and keep hold of it, and now I just end up fucking Russian or like Eastern European all the damn time. But that is what I know.
Okay. What about the goat? Does he speak?
No, he's a goat.
I do
It
talk
provides
animals.
What do you say?
Mr. Goat. Hello, Mr. Goat.
What?
Why is he hanging from a rope?
Well, no, he's just tied to
He's tied up.
the bed bath. Because if you don't tie him up, they'll just eat fucking anything.
Do
They're chewing away.
you like these mice?
Yeah. Alright for mice.
Is there any other animals in the city?
I mean, probably, yeah. I kind of stay here. I don't get out much.
Any more goats?
Yeah.
Ooh. Krasta wants to know, is there a lion? Krasta wants to meet a lion.
The big nose wants to know what you're lying about.
I mean, as far as I know, there could be, but I've never met one. I mainly just eat stuff.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like goat, you see.
Yeah.
Not a lot of travel.
Right then.
What ho, old boy?
Why
I'm just waiting for one with a posh British accent now.
They're certainly going to want to tell, probably.
Oh my god.
Let me figure out what time it is as well. Oh yeah, because he's out at like 10. Probably like mid-afternoon at this point. So yeah, Pierre's like, oh, you can talk to gods. How is he?
Hey, how are
He's
you?
good. Yeah, I'm alright.
He's alright.
That is good. Good.
Anything you want me to say to him for you?
Yeah. The milk makes good cheese.
Nice milk.
Female. It's a female goat. Don't tell that one.
Alright.
a manly woman.
Oh yeah, I always get confused because they always have the goatees.
Wait.
Can I pull up some grass and feed it to the goat?
Yeah.
When
So
you
it
do
just
that.
spits out the stuff it already had and then just chomps out of your mouth.
Is
Hold
no
me
one
on.
questioning the fact that this mouse can make cheese? Holy shit.
Why have you got the milk for it?
But what's the whole process for it? How did they learn how to make cheese?
I mean, we should invite this mouse into our group. He can,
Cheese making around here somewhere. Is it looking cheese making around
he
here?
can make cheese. He can like
Really?
fight. I mean, he's got a hat. That's like everything you need.
Probably got all of like 3 hit points.
So basically, the hat is the selling point for you.
Selling
Well,
point for me. That's why I included him.
So basically, he can make cheese, which is the most important thing. He can fight, which is secondly most important, and he has a hat, which is the third most important. That's kind of the level of importance, is it?
I mean, I already trust him more than Krastar, so.
Krastar resents that, but understands it completely.
Pierre's looking at Krastar like, this dude's gonna fucking eat me, innit?
I won't let you.
Krastar will make no comment on that. Looks
Oh yeah,
Shit,
sure.
not the
You know the mask that we have. I show it to the mouse and go, does this mean anything to you?
Yeah. Sort of reaches his hand up for it and takes it. Looks over it.
I feel like the mask might be a bit too heavy for a mouse to hold.
It's a talking mouse.
True, but makes
I'll hand
cheese.
over that away. Sort of, stares at it for a good minute. No,
Okay.
very nice. Well made.
Wait, can we keep
Porcelain.
those masks?
Sorry, what?
Like,
Masks
out of
are
character,
on-
can we keep those masks?
I mean, the masks were on the like shrine in the temple before you had the dream thing.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, should we really take him out of the temple?
I mean, you did.
We already have.
Alright, sweet. I hope mine's already on still.
I have no knowledge of these masks.
Right.
I can see you all have them. They're very nice. It provides a unified aesthetic for your group, I think.
Okay then. Oh, anything interesting happen around here?
Let me think. Oh yes, must have been a few weeks ago. Something. A boat came across the sky. It very very large boat, very magnificent, and it moored up in the on the central tower for a night, and then I'm not entirely sure what happened. There was a lot of loud noises and lights, and then it fell, as you would say.
In the city.
The central tower.
We think in the city. We think
Oh.
we have we went looking for it. I took a group. We went looking for it, but we could not get through to the area we believe it to be in. Too many rats and goblins. You see,
Which area would that be?
it was towards the northeast, which unfortunately is straight through the goblins.
Of course it is. Why couldn't it live in a nice, safe area?
I mean, the goblins are trouble for us, what with being 7 inches tall, but goblins
Yes.
are, comparatively to you, much smaller.
We'll fuck the goblins up for you.
I mean, that would be wonderful, because the amount of food that must have been on that ship, we could live for months,
Months.
at the least. Imagine a loaf of bread for you is like a house. Through the inside, you eat for a week, and you have a roof. I mean, we have a house, but if you are traveling, it is remarkably efficient.
Yeah, do get your point.
Well, we know what we're looking for. We should probably head off. I feel like we've wasted enough time already.
Are you after the boat?
Yes. Well. Yes, we'll have to stuff on the boat.
Oh. Well. One sec. Let me figure out the words.
Well, we can grab a load of crates of food and drop it off. And leave.
That would be very, very kind of you. And in return, I will tell you this. How long have you been in the city, actually?
About a year, I think.
Really?
No.
No?
Days.
We had a very strange dream.
Those are very different answers.
It's
Even if it is only a day, even if it's only a day, you have had a night. You have seen the spirits. Yes.
Mhm. We kind of went back in time and like lived their lives. That makes sense.
Not really, but I get where you're coming from. But the spirits, they get how you say, agitated at night.
Oh.
Not good to be out. And to get to, I mean, I have not seen where the ship crashed, but I believe I know the general area. To get there before nightfall will not be possible. It may be possible for me, but I can take many shortcuts with the much smaller corridors, as it were. You're all much bigger than me. You cannot make it there tonight, at the least. Or if you did, you would be out there at night, and it's not good. So, with this, especially if you bring me crates of food, you can sleep here tonight. Tomorrow, you will set off. May arrive by mid-afternoon, like now time. And hunky dory on your way,
Do I have any food on me now?
probably.
Can I give him like a bit of food as like kind of prepayment? In advance payment? Because I'm a nice person. Like an
Sure.
apple or something. Here, have an apple.
Oh, thank you. And you pass it to him, and it's bigger than his head.
He just eats it in one.
Gabriel's like, oh, that's it's very kind of you. Very kind of you. If I tell you what, wait here one moment. I will go inside. I'll have dinner prepared, and we'll figure out where you can sleep. And then you stay the night. You have dinner. On your way in the morning.
Mhm.
C'est bon?
Thank you.
And he sort of just jumps down off the bird bath, off the goat's head. Sort of runs inside, runs through the mouse hole. Gets to the mouse hole, looks at the apple, puts it down, runs inside. The door opens a crack and he rolls the apple inside.
Turns out he hates
closes
apples.
You hear like a bunch of clattering about and like loud whispers. And then the door opens, swinging open with him like stood on the handle. Please enter.
Okay.
Down the
Let's
stairs on the
go.
right. So you go in. He says downstairs on the right. You head down. Door closes as you all got in. And as like the first of you get into the bottom of the stairs, he slides down the banister into this cellar. And he leaps off, lands on a table. He says, Bienvenue à la cantine Noval. This is our home. And arrayed on, the normal size table is like a tiny dinner table set out with chairs and stuff.
I half expect him to start singing Be Our Guest.
No, right? But yeah, like arms spread wide, like flamboyant French guy. And like lined up on the table is presumably a lady mouse, like big eyelashes. I don't know how you like sexualize them, but whatever. you got a little like pinafore dress on, I guess. My wife, Annette, and then like progressively getting shorter, like 7 mice. Oh, fucking. Hold on while I find the names. That you'll forget immediately, but I've got to have them on names. My wife Annette, eldest Pierre Antoine, second son Lucas, Aurélien, Stéphane, Norbert, Vivienne, Simon, and Pierre.
Hello.
Oh.
And then you just hear like a chorus of Bonjour, bonjour, bienvenue. A little
So
French mouse chorus.
cute.
It's too wholesome.
And like there's a like a mishmash of regular chairs around this big table with the little table on top with enough chairs for the mice, and like a random assortment of crockery and cutlery and a bottle of wine, of course. And you see like at the side of the cellar is just a massive fucking wine rack. And you're like, oh, this is probably why they settled in here.
Yeah.
I guess.
Alcoholic mice.
There's an apple freshly cut into pieces on a little plate. There's some cheese, some very small bread. And some berries and like late winter roots and all that shit. Just like a little spread of food. Yes, please, sit.
Pull out a chair and sit down. I was looking very carefully, make sure I don't crush anything.
Same here.
Yeah.
I don't want to squish a mouse.
Yeah, you can see like little sections have been curtained off, but you can totally see over the little curtains. And there's like teeny little beds and
Oh.
like a really fucking small drum kit in one corner.
We have got a rocker mouse.
And just numerous things that you would find basically in a dollhouse that have just been appropriated. Perfect for the mice kind.
Can Krastar play the drums, please?
No, Krastar, no.
What? Krastar's very musically inclined.
No.
Pierre looks over at the drums and look at Crastar and says, "You can certainly try. I will be very impressed. I will be very impressed if you can get anything out of them."
Yay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go over. Krastar wants to know where the drumsticks are.
Yeah. Antoine, find your drumsticks. And this little mouse
I
like
was
scurries away.
figuring out what's gonna happen next.
And grabs little drumsticks and holds them out timidly to you. They're
Don't
like,
ruin this little mouse's dreams.
they're like matchsticks.
No, don't, Krastar.
What? What? Krastar just wants to play the drums.
You
Krastar,
crushed
no.
them.
Have you
What?
seen the size of the drum?
And?
How do you play the drums,
Kidnap, which mouse gave the drumsticks?
Antoine?
Anton, can you play the drums for us, please?
And sort of shyly nods.
I
Thank you.
haven't grabbed the drumsticks off him yet, so he's still got them.
Okay. He looks at Krastar,
That's fine. I'll back off.
scurries over at the drums and sits down, looks at you
Good.
all, looks at his parents, who also give a little nod.
Go,
And then
Anton!
I swear this is a perfect video for this. Where is it? I can't find the right video, but it is like obviously there's nothing else accompanying him, but he's just like arms all over the place. It's decent, but like all over the shop.
Woo!
Like non-stop.
I'm just gonna be clapping
Yeah.
and cheering him because the mouse playing the drum is amazing.
Yeah, and Anna are also clapping along with all of his brothers and sisters.
Oh, this mouse has a future in the music industry. Get a little business card from
Does he have an agent?
him.
He's very good, isn't he? Very good. C'est bon. Antoine. Where's my music on? It just eat. Everybody eat. Sit down. Eat. Drink. And he's got like tiny little glasses. And there's 2 wine bottles out. One of them stood up.
Yeah.
The other one outside, and there's just like a little tap has been put into the cork. And he just fills up his and his wife's glasses. And pardon me if I do not fill yours. It's a bit of an effort to even get the wine over to the table.
Yeah, we can understand.
Merci. And he, sets to with dinner. What did you get conversation wise? Oh yeah. He says to you, amidst dinner conversation, regarding the crash. As I say, we think it is the northeast side, somewhere in the vicinity of the old park forest. Nice. Yeah, exactly that, basically. So yes, we believe it is over in the vicinity of the old park. Many of the routes are blocked off, but if you make your way generally east along the main thoroughfare and keep your eye out for the weird time wizard, and then turn north.
Wait. Weird time wizard.
Is strange. I do not understand the specifics, and we generally try and stay away because he's a little crazy. But he's always there, and he never seems to remember. I don't know. We generally skirt around him because he can get a little. Some days he is very nice, others he is quite anxious. So we generally leave him be. But if you head east until you see him, and then head north, you will. The ship should be around there somewhere. I have heard rumors, however, that there are some very big nesties in that area. And the goblins, as much as I do not like the goblins, they are a good buffer between us and that area of the city. So just be prepared for anything, is all I am saying.
So, be prepared for goblins and stuff bigger than goblins.
Much bigger.
Okay.
I do not know what, because anyone who has gone that far has not come back.
How many people have you known to go that far?
Well, upwards of 10.
Okay.
I'm not sure who specifically in the town has gone that far, because once they don't come back, it's very hard to tell how far they have gone.
True.
But 10 at least I know that went past the goblins. Very good runners, very good rangers, make their way through the goblin town, but they never came back through.
Right.
This mouse manages to drink a lot of wine, but he's French. Why the and you've got pleasant dinner conversation and all that, and however much wine you guys get through, probably at least 2 bottles because there's like 6 of you. Not all of you might be drinking, I know, but probably more than 1 bottle. And you have like one of them like really long, just dinners. Just some food, more food getting brought out.
Yeah.
It's polite to just keep bringing more and all that, and you just have a decent conversation. This family of mice are very welcoming. Little worried at first because you're fucking huge. Well, not even that. You're just fucking huge.
That's Krastar. It's Krastar, clearly.
I mean, also Krastar, who is also huge. So compared to them, obviously. But once they let you in and you chatted, they came to trust you. Very nice people. Very nice. Unless you've got anything else you want to do, you'll generally just sort of, probably run out of eating food, but, just feast and drink into the night. My ears keep fucking popping.
I don't think about anything else to say.
Anybody? No?
Not really.
Okay. Pierre leads you back upstairs. And says, this building is... The best part about this building is the wine cellar, obviously. But the second best part is it is not falling down. So if you go upstairs, it used to be a restaurant. And, we're sleeping quarters for numerous people and just general upstairs rooms. You go up there, you'll be able to sleep inside, you will not be wet, you will not be cold. The ghosts generally stay outside of buildings. In this vicinity, this section of the city, they generally do not bother us. But as I say, do not go outside. They are a little vengeful.
Thank you very much.
It is my pleasure. Thank you for gracing my threshold. He bows again, leaving you to the upstairs and heads back down to his family.
Okay. Go to sleep. Find a room and go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think we should get a mouse.
Right.
I can beat mouse if you want.
I don't think you'll like
Can you
that.
play the drums and make cheese?
It was very good cheese.
I say that like we're gonna find another mouse that can play the drums and make cheese.
You gather that there's a community.
We're not kidnapping a mouse.
I was gonna like offer
Nobody
you a
said
chance to
kidnap.
join.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, that's not kidnapping, Jesus.
Yeah, bro, how
You
is
said
that?
want to
no
join the
way.
group. None of us were kidnapped. Why would you assume we're gonna kidnap the next member?
I know,
Maybe
but
that's
how
what
big
Lara
that
May
family
wants
man's
to
gonna
do.
be wanting to join our group?
Maybe one of the kids does, gets a taste of adventure.
I
Promise
think
we
we're
won't
that
kill
old.
them.
I mean, the oldest was only a little bit shorter.
We can still offer.
Do what you wish. I'm going to bed.
What do you have against mice?
Not kidnapping a mouse. We're not taking a mouse from its family to most likely get killed.
We could leave Crossstar here.
Yeah, let's take a mouse. They can take Crustar.
That is tempting.
So then, if the next person who dies character isn't a mouse, I'm a... Because if someone wanted to do that, I would make it work.
It's me, Antoine, you remember me? I played drums for you that one time. I had a bit of a growth spurt. I'm now the size of a gnome.
Yeah.
Just a really powerful mouse. Shooting fireballs at you.
Yeah. Right. So, go on the right fucking page. So yeah, those of you that drank sleep pretty fucking soundly on this elfish wine. Sleep through the night. You have another nice little long rest. Wake up nice and early the next day to Pierre just sort of banging like a tiny frying pan. Get up, mes amis.
Oh god, yes, you was.
Get up, mes amis. We are having breakfast, and then you go. You'll need as much time as you can get. You do not want to be outside at night. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Very bad.
I get up.
Let's head downstairs.
And then he bangs the frying pan again and then runs back downstairs. Coming downstairs, you see. I mean, obviously, Pierre's got this tiny frying pan, and Annette is sort of manipulating a regular-sized frying pan on a fire
Magic.
with like some kind of sausage
It's the goat.
that they've got from somewhere, and like frying some eggs up and everything. And
Good
frying up the really
morning.
small bread because I mean bread takes a while to bake, so they've not managed to make any that's U-sized. So it's just a lot of like tiny fried bread.
It's the
Bonjour.
thought that counts.
Yeah, so like each of you on your plate, you've got like a fried egg, like at least one sausage, and then just like this really small pile of like triangle cut fried bread.
Oh,
Like a small pile, like at least 10, just like in this little mound on your plate.
Oh, thank you.
thank you for the food.
It is no trouble at all. And then grabs the tiny frying pan off Pierre and starts cooking for the little mice.
Mm.
You have your hearty breakfast, and Pierre gets up to show you the main thoroughfare he was talking about the night before.
Yeah.
You know, down there. It will be blocked off sooner rather than later. But if you stay nearby, again, the thoroughfare, you will find the weird wizard, and then north.
Okay.
It was a pleasure to have met you. Sweeps his half again. And I wish you well.
Thank you for the hospitality.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You don't think this weird wizard could be jammering? I mean, he disappeared a while ago.
I was more thinking of like the cast staff from the past. Because he was
Yeah,
like,
where you go? Weird tree thing I find.
yeah, maybe. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Go off in that direction.
Alright, so you head off.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sec. Right. Bear with me. Alright, yeah. So you start heading through the city. Down the main road specifically. Make Uric, make you survival check to make sure you like stay on course whenever you've got to like leave the main road.
Okay, survival.
You do maintain course because you maybe wouldn't have before, but because it's a main thoroughfare and you have like half memories of the city,
Yeah.
you can kind of figure your way back every time. And yeah, while walking through the city, again, trees knocked over shit. You again start seeing wildlife where you weren't really in the forest. You know, flocks of birds flirting about. At one point down a side street, you see a herd, is a great word, of deer. They're sort of springing over some rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. And perception checks. After a good few hours, Freya will see it.
This place is pretty cool.
12.
See, the extra point does help.
It's wisdom, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There.
Right. Alright, so yeah, you all see it, really. As you're walking down the street, you travel for a good couple hours. It's now mid-morning again, so like 11ish. You've just made your way back onto this main street, heading east, and you think you're somewhere around the southern east sector of the city. And you see bursting out of a random building a dude in like ragged wizardy robes, long hair, like scraggly beard, sort of looking behind him, half terrified. Sort of backs at the street and looks back towards the doorway, holding his arms out like in a menacing wizard way.
Christ, so you're insane. You should talk to him.
Crasta isn't sure how to respond to that.
Christ, I feels attacked.
Hey, I resemble our Mark.
Yeah, it's what's supposed to do him.
He's sort of like staring down this doorway as if waiting for someone to come out.
Right.
Sort of mid spell cast. Just holding on to it.
Is he seen, is it not?
No, because you're like down the street a little bit, he's staring straight at this doorway.
Alright.
I'm holding a fucking spell in my arms, and obviously, again, there's no camera on me.
Yeah.
Just doing like spell animations. Idle spell animation. Here it goes. Can you see it?
Totally.
Sweet.
Right, so at this point, I'll go north.
Yeah. Where about?
Oh, no, I'm talking to everybody else. Right?
No,
Yeah, no,
yeah, sorry.
no, that's a little bit closer than no. Everybody, hello.
Hello.
So,
Should we find out what he's doing now?
okay.
I mean,
Get a little bit closer.
Right as you say
I
that,
don't
and
want
step,
that to start with.
right as you say that and step
feel
towards
like
him,
startling.
he's holding this spell, and then he just goes, "Oh shit!" It just disappears.
He just disappears.
Oh,
And then you hear a bunch of noises inside this building.
Oh fuck.
Can I peer my head round the door?
I think we should go.
You put your head around the door. And a goblin bursts out, taking no heed to you.
Alright.
Just runs out screaming,
Oh
and
god.
behind him crashes out this weird fucking wizard man. Just like,
Fuck.
this goblin just runs down the road. And he bursts out the door and he's like, "Hello there.
Hi.
Who are you?"
Ulrich. Obviously.
Right. How did you come to be here? Because this is a strange place.
Yeah, you were just outside.
What? I can't have been. I've been upstairs.
Can I?
Time traveling wizard.
Oh my.
Why you recognize him at all?
He has a time turner.
Not really.
Right.
He's just like a generic human wizard. Middle-aged. Well, not middle-aged. Young middle-aged. Brown hair. Brown eyes. Brown beard.
Hey, can I just go? Yeah, you recognize this? And she hold up the mask.
He grabs hold of it and looks it over.
Mm.
Can't say I do. I mean, it's definitely elvish in origin. I mean, surely with this city must have come from this city. I can. He concentrates for a moment. I can feel a faint trace of magic, but I don't know the origin of this piece.
Right.
Maybe we should ask.
Hmm?
Maybe we should ask his name.
Hey, what's your name?
Oh, it's shit. Pause it. Hold on a second. Fuck, what is his name? He thinks for a second. He says, "Oh, it's Asmodeus."
That's a nice name.
and what are
Thank
you
you.
doing in this city?
Well, I was exploring. I came to write my thesis and about elven cities, and this place has been lost for quite some time. And seems I've gotten lost myself. Say again?
For how long?
Do you know? I'm not entirely sure. Days kind of drift into one for me.
What year did you?
I think I came here in 749,
What year is it now?
like 999.
Ooh, you.
You old.
As you say that, he goes, "Wait, what?"
No,
And
I got
disappears.
cut from the mask.
He passed it back to you, but he just and disappears. And you hear a bunch of clattering from upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And he bursts out of a door from up there, stumbles down the stairs, and is like, "Hey, who are you?"
Oh dear.
I am. And hear the dreamer.
I'm the dreamer. Huh. I'm Asmodeus, and he holds out his hand to shake.
Can I shake it?
That's a nice name.
How did you all come by here? I can't believe I didn't notice you.
We were walking.
Yeah, we just walked here now-ish.
Right.
Oh,
Right,
you doing
I guess-
upstairs?
Well, I was looking out the window, and then there was a goblin, I think. And then the spell. Do you know, I'm not entirely sure.
Hmm.
Very strange.
What town are you from?
Is there a spell up there?
Well, no, I cast the spell. He is from. Where the fuck is he from? Where is he from? Oh yeah, of course it's from there. I'm from Bloodvale, Bloodstone. I study at the college.
Oh, go.
So what spell did you cast?
It was some defensive spell. I mean, I only cast it a moment ago, but it seems to have slipped my mind.
I think you've been here for quite a long time.
What do you mean?
It's 9 year.
I feel like we shouldn't.
It couldn't possibly be. I cast the spell only minutes ago.
Hmm.
Are you saying I've been here for like 250 years?
Yes.
No.
I'm just gonna walk past and go upstairs.
That couldn't possibly be. And he
He's going to ignore.
sort of, yeah, he sort of draws himself and starts thinking as you head upstairs. In the upstairs room, you see this little like makeshift camp. It's like all knocked about. Presumably the clattering noise. Like a little tent. A couple of books scattered about. Microfire.
Is there any open books?
Yes. There's one over by the windowsill.
Alright, can I have a look, see what it is? Says on what current page it's on.
It's like a third of the way into it. Flicking through the rest of you, you start flicking through. The rest of you see as he sort of, this dude's inwardly looking at himself and then looks up and goes, "Oh fuck!" And there's a clatter as he appears like right next to Ulrich, bumps into him, puts his foot in a saucepan, starts to stumble downstairs, and he goes, "Who the fuck are you? Get off my book!" And grabs it off of you.
So
It's not yours. What?
What spell were you about to use?
Oh. What spell was I about to use? And he opens his spellbook and sort of looks through it. Wait, what? What do you want to know?
It seems like you've been here for quite a while.
What?
Yeah, you seem to be stuck in time.
I couldn't possibly be. I wouldn't make that sort of mistake. And he
You
flicked through his
can't.
book. And what would you know about arcane magics?
I'm a druid.
No, nature.
We still have arcane magic.
Well, and then he looks at his spell book, presumably around the page he was on, which, looking at like, you know, from upside down, even if it were the right way, people wouldn't understand it. So it's in there. Seems to be in a language you can't understand and like written in super weird ways. You might know it. Actually, roll like an intelligence check.
Just intelligence?
Yes. Because I don't think there's a linguistic skill in this. If you've got one for like history or something, do that. But there's a lot less skills in this.
Yeah, well, it's intelligence.
Yeah.
19.
Alright, yeah, because of where you grew up in your history lessons, you know it as you don't know the language, but you know it as the the like old high language of the ruling class in Dublinville, you know?
Oh, the old high class language.
I can't remember what the fuck I called their race, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know the game.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, you know, like old high Numenorian kind of deal.
Yeah.
And he's looking through it and it's this and he's reading it. I couldn't possibly have. No, I did the thing. So I've cast this spell many times. Many times. I did the yes. And then that. And then the thing with the goose. Yes.
Goose.
It's a wizard thing. You wouldn't understand. Wait, what?
Alright.
And the book falls to the ground. And a few seconds later, clatters into being next to you, like right in your face, as you've just caught the book.
Right, I'm gonna.
Fuck
walk
are you?
Wait, before you
into
start, your name is gosh.
Asmodeus, I
Oh,
think.
Asmodeus. Your name is Asmodeus. You're stuck in time. You did a spell. You're just about to say you shouldn't have. You couldn't have made a mistake. You have made a mistake, and you said you did the thing with the goose, and that's about as far as we got.
Are we really messing around with this?
What? And
It
as
sounds
Lamy walks in, he
important, though,
turns and
Lamy.
points at her like,
Hello.
what? How? What?
You're going to break his tiny mind.
Goose? Hey!
That's very rude.
I am very intelligent.
I always say that.
Even if he is from Bloodstone.
And he takes the book, grabs the book back off of Uruk and looks at it again. A goose, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if then? No, that couldn't. No. And then, as he's saying this, a goblin just comes shrieking out of the tent
Okay.
with a saucepan on his head. You
Oh.
put it to the side. Basically runs into your foot. You kick it against the wall. Like, the goblin. Wait, did I cast the spell because of the goblin?
Maybe.
I think that's what I did. Would I? The goblin starts like getting up, grabs the pan off his head and starts banging it and angrily at you.
I'll kick it again.
It's somewhat dazed and he just boots it against the wall.
Is that the same goblin dog running up the building?
I think so.
Insofar as you can tell the difference between goblins, probably.
Yeah.
Did the one running up the building have a panel that said?
It did not. But it's entirely possible that, like this one, it grabbed it and dropped it somewhere. And he's staring at this goblin who's just now passed out against the wall with a pan back on its head because he just sort of like bounced up and landed on it. Too. And then like everybody else crowding in the hallway, peeking their heads through, interjecting whenever they do. This doesn't make any sense. No. But the goblin can't have thrown it off that badly.
What spell did you cast?
Well, see, it's this spell that lets me.
Oh.
You notice we're slowly wasting time here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't stay. We're running out of time. We can't be dark. We should just go.
Who the fuck are you?
Hi, nice to meet
Rick?
you.
Yeah, I'm Summer. Book, spell went wrong. Goblin in your tent, I kick the tent.
Goblin sort of rolls out, growling, and sort of like the mouse was earlier with the two swords. He's just holding a frying pan and a saucepan. Like yeah, sort of like in a surrounded kind of way. What?
Spell went wrong. Stuck here a long time. Goblin in your tent. With a goose. The spell.
Right. Roll a persuasion check.
I have terrible charisma. Yeah, it's just charisma.
Okay. Wait. What was that? Did you roll last on something else before?
That was the
19.
history check.
Oh yeah. Now you're confused. Okay. He looks at you holding the book. Right. Okay. Goose has been. Yeah. You wouldn't know that otherwise. Right. So I'm trapped.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
What spell did you cast?
It was. When I'm thinking of and trying to find where I've written it down, I do pause the timer. So
Okay.
this isn't me just running it down for shits and giggles. Although I did that like the third time. Fuck, what it? It was a combination of Stacklady's Morphic Resonator and the Seal of Eightfold Stasis that I'd cobbled together. I've used it many times to
That
great
makes
effect.
That makes sense. What's it supposed to do?
Well, when it's a rather fast cast for what it does, and it means that when I'm attacked in some way, like by a goblin springing out of my tent, it sort of gives me a mulligan, a little rewind, and then I can redo everything. Just a quick little jump back.
Right.
It's
well,
more than a little rewind.
Yeah, you've been doing it for
Mhm.
250 years.
Well, it's never gone wrong like that before.
In a few minutes, you'll forget this conversation ever happened. Oh, okay. Look, we're wasting time. We can't help him.
It's probably a couple minutes every time. Does he appear?
Ah!
Hello again.
Starts
Your
casting
Mulligan
a spell.
Wait.
Wait, go, run!
Wait, before you cast a spell, I'll just pick him up and just go, your Mulligan spell went wrong, you're stuck in a time loop, and I kick you, and there's a goblin in your tent, I kick the tent.
You like bear hug him and lift him up.
Yeah.
Like arms crushed to his sides. You kick the tent, and the goblin was starting to come out, and you get kicked back in like clang, clang. Right. Well, this all seems in order.
Yes, but it's going to happen again. You go floop in a couple of minutes.
Right. Right.
Any way to reverse the effects?
Maybe. Would you mind terribly putting me down?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Hmm. What happens
May
if I
take me.
kill a goblin?
Hmm?
What would happen if I killed the goblin?
I don't know. Find out.
Alright. Execute the goblin.
The goblin starts getting up, grabs its pot, sticks its head out of the tent. He just fucking splits its head in two, and all the blood goes like all over
Okay.
the inside of this guy's tent and all over his stuff. He's like, "Oh, those are some very expensive books."
If it doesn't work, you to undo it. That will clear up itself.
Touche. Well, I should be able to come up with a solution, but you're saying I keep disappearing, so.
Yeah.
Well.
He's
Right,
gonna
something
disappear
down.
soon.
Wait, what? Separately, please.
Write something down in the book. See if it stays, and if it does, keep writing notes to remind yourself. Eventually, you'll find a way to save yourself.
It's a terribly good idea. What did you say, Alice?
I say he's gonna disappear soon. So we might want to make this quick.
Right. Good. Right.
Write something down.
He grabs like a little pen and spells some ink into it.
Mm-hmm.
Scribbles some stuff down like on the back pages of his book he's holding. Right, that should do me for now. Right. Don't suppose any of you are good at spells.
I'm a druid.
We have a crazy wizard. He's probably not very helpful. He deals in blood.
I mean, blood magic is a acceptable school.
It really isn't.
Not anymore.
No?
Yeah.
Strange.
Times have changed in 250 odd years.
Yeah, everybody was doing it in my day.
Yeah, it's not so good now.
Are you there, Krastar?
Prestar's gone on holiday.
Seems to have.
He's gone.
Pop!
Hello. Get up first. Explain.
Read your book.
You catch the book, he reappears, you just put the book in his face.
Yeah. It's like, read book first. You wrote yourself a note. I'm gonna kick the goblin.
He's like,
What happens to the goblin?
huh? All the blood's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna kick the goblin.
That's some decent anger management. Goblin. Constantly kill the goblin, it'll come back.
So scans through the note quickly. Right, okay.
Cool.
I guess
Okay.
get started.
Yes, have
Right.
fun. We're leaving now because we think what nightfall comes. We may check up on you on the way back. If they decide to, I don't really care. Goodbye. I start walking out.
Right.
I want to suggest something out of character.
Hmm?
I dare someone to hold him when he goes.
I'll do it.
It probably won't affect you.
Maybe. Well, just
If you get
try
stuck
to
in a
chill.
time loop, I'm not helping you. I'm not.
What? We're childhood friends. Great. Ah,
I'm
rude.
not getting caught in a time vortex because of something stupid.
Just because I want to help people.
Oh,
So-
see.
Are you just grabbing him?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Testing something.
Don't mind us.
Okay,
Oh, how are you this fine day?
could be better. Could be better.
Maybe if random people didn't grab hold of me.
Oh, hey, you're back. Do you know anything about spells?
What's that?
Do you know anything about spells, Crosstar?
I guess. Sorry, I was on the toilet for a bit.
Ah,
I guess I would.
that's canon.
Yeah,
Crosstar just fucked. It was like, fuck this fucking wizard guy. I need a shit.
so what, do you want me to like roll an arcana or something?
Yeah, if you want to like try and figure something out about his weird time stasis spell.
Nat 20.
Okay. You have like a sudden flash of inspiration, sort of like looking over his shoulder at the writings, which you can understand. You feel like it's some kind of memory from the other guy. And you can, I mean, spell books, as you know, are inherently personal and like ciphery, because you don't want any other cunt reading your spells. But you can see where it's coming from, and like the other guy was pretty damn good at the stuff, and you are too. And two minds better than one kind of deal melts together, and you have like a flash of inspiration of how this dude melded the spells together, and where he might have gone wrong. Like you're not certain that it is exactly where, but there's a couple points where it's like, all right, this could have happened, this could have happened, this could have happened, and you quickly you grab the pen off him. And as you grab the pen and grab the book to take it off him and write something down, he just you write in several places he could have messed up, and then huh?
Spell
Who the
messed
fuck
up.
are
We're
you?
fixing it.
What?
Did you
Grabs the
spell
book.
messed?
I mean, what happened to me? Because I was like,
Yeah.
grabbing him and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, he zips away, and nothing happens to you, fortunately.
I keep the goblin gun.
Ah!
Fucking God, he's all of it.
And he reads through the book. He's like, oh, this will be a great help.
Cool.
Can we go now?
Yeah, probably.
he just sort of sits down with his book and starts scribbling shit through. This is damned clever. Points at Cresta. Damned clever.
Bro.
There's a book.
Good day. Continues scribbling in his book. As you all slowly walk out of the building and slide down the road, you just hear what? Ah! Shit! Just like a with the spell.
Do you think he's okay?
And then just what? And then you continue. Alright, I'm calling a quick break because I need to walk the dog off.
Okay.
Back to Bizzle.
Alright, should we call a bit of a break?
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Yep.
Alright. Right. Is everyone actually back now?
Yeah.
Quite
Michael,
possibly.
I think Michael's still eating, but that's fine. So yeah, just let's just continue.
Right. Girl, these.
Weird magical items.
Alright. They're all like new magic items that keep appearing on Reddit, and I've picked some of them out.
Yeah. There's probably like a list that I've got that you're getting this session, so of weird magic items. Alright, so you've left Asmodeus. And you start heading through the city into. I mean, you could tell when you've entered sort of goblin territory because it's kind of covered in shit. How are you going through the area?
Probably stealthily. I can't kick every goblin.
We can certainly try.
Yeah, we should at least try.
Probably make us strong. Oh, it's my stealth. Yeah, so stealthily move from.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, 11.
13. I'm not the worst, at least.
Fuck you.
And also, I just remember this thing Mercer does. Who is doing the looking out? Just so I don't have like a million rolls. I have perception.
Hello.
Yeah.
Michael.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Roll stealth.
Me?
Yeah, you're all stealthing through goblin territory.
Not gonna go well.
No worries.
So yeah, who out of you wants to be like the general lookout?
Not
He
me.
has good perception.
I'm on +4.
What was stealth? It's dex, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll twice?
You were in like heavy armor, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh no!
That's good.
It's alright, Mike. I wanted to kill some goblins.
So you're heading through, stealthy like, creeping along in the in like the shaded bits of the streets and trying to head down side roads as you head steadily north. And all the while, clang, clang, cloom, clang, cloom, 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 clang, clang. Sorry, guys. Clang, clang, cloom.
Guys,
Brass
you're not
in the
being
back.
stealthy enough.
Because my arm is really loud.
Damn it,
How'd you do it again?
Brass
Is it the one where you're supposed to be loud or quiet?
Quiet.
Quiet, Daddy. You need quiet. Ah.
All right. So yeah, who's looking around?
Me, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Roll perception.
Ha!
Alright.
Alright. About to have some fun.
Was the stealth going well before I showed up?
Vaguely.
A little bit.
Did I come back at the wrong time?
It's fine. It's all good, dude.
Okay. So. Say 100. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh god, there's 81 of them.
I don't know if I can kick that many in one go.
I'm pretty sure you could try.
That's not the amount of goblins.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Even with the poor perception roll,
Yeah.
and even with the 1, You sort of you're trying to creep around corners and stuff when you come around and stick your eye around to have a look down the street. And you can kind of hear a bit of a commotion. And in the shadow of this like big collapsed building, you see a group of 5 goblins. And like you can just make out in the shade of this building a ghostly figure. And the 5 goblins are all screaming and shouting and throwing shit at it.
How
You have that! Fuck you, ghost!
how close are these goblins to each other?
They're fairly close. They're sort of like clustered around it. So
What's the ghosty
So
thing?
if
feel
I,
like
the
so
ghosty thing is like probably elvish in nature, and they're
If
just
I-
like fuck you, incorporeal fuck.
if if I did an AOE on the ghost, would it get
You
all the
imagine it would
goblins?
hit them all, yeah.
Cool.
Depends on how big the OU is, but probably.
Like 10 feet. 10-foot
10
radius.
They might not all be in 10 feet radius of it.
Do I have any? Oh no, I do.
maybe we should ignore the goblins.
Oh no, I have something else. I'm gonna cast fireball.
I'm walking away from Crossbar. You can fight the goblins. I'm not helping you.
Yeah, so I'm aiming it where the ghost is, and to kill the goblins. Because I don't think if it harms the ghost, I know well. But no, motherfucker.
I'm just crying with laughter. Struggling with a ghost.
you know that scene in Thor Ragnarok
Yeah.
where Korg comes up and he's like, "Piss off, ghost!"
What ho? A foe?
Alright, so what you
Right.
casting through?
Fireball. I need all the goblins and the ghost technically to make reflex. Dexterity save, sorry, not reflex.
Alright.
Not Pathfinder.
And it's what's the radius? It's 20 feet, right?
20, yeah.
Hold on. I neglected to get out the monster manual. Bear with me. Goblin. I mean, I'm pretty certain they're all going to die, like, but you know, just in case.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
You got to get it right. Goblin. Dex saves.
DC 15.
I'm going to just roll them all in one lump and then add 2 onto each of them. So, 2 succeed. 3 fail.
Alright, cool. Well, it's 34 damage for those who fail, 17 for those who passed.
Yeah, they're all dead.
What about the ghost?
It's a ghost. It's already
The
dead.
ghost is incorporeal. He just kind of flickers and like the light
To be fair,
the light of the fire makes it go away because
nah, to be fair, I figured that probably happened, so that's fair. I'm just gonna, Krastar showed those goblins who's boss!
Yes, totally. When they were not attacking us.
Krastar is merely practicing, using the goblins as dummies.
so yeah, you all like see around and hear the shrieking and you know, fuck you ghost and all that, and then like we'd like switch view from like sort of over the shoulder of the goblins around the corner. You see, you know like when like loads of people stick their head around the corner and it's like one on top of the other.
Yeah.
It's like that, and then Krastar pokes round and just. And it's just the goblins flying in every direction on fire. It's all good. And there's just silence.
My ghost was not too happy about that.
A little bit overkill.
Silence.
Hmm. Can we see the elvish figure?
Can you? Yeah, like as the last of the flames die away and like the shadow comes back that it was in.
Oh, by the way, were they in like any kind of like wooden structure or near trees?
No, they're out on like the street.
Okay, cool. Right, making sure.
See, as the shadow comes back, the ghost like reappears in the shade, and then you sort of just mournfully drifts away.
I guess we carry on.
Just gonna tell you now, the only reason goblins are included is because I rediscovered a blog called Goblin Punch, which is like loads of funny shit on, not all about goblins. And there's a D100 list entitled "What the fuck are those goblins doing?" Well, when you know you've rolled your random dungeon chart and the result comes up 2d6 goblins again. Guess what? One of them is fucking.
Oh,
Oh no, it's Goblin Slayer.
I was really hoping you'd get that, to be honest, but you got in
Um,
combat.
Wait, hang on a second. I missed that. What the fuck?
The list I've got has fucking on it for what the fuck are those goblins doing?
Is that what you got on it? Or...
No, I got
Oh, thank
fighting.
God, right. That would be very awkward. We kind of go around a corner with some goblins fucking each other in the middle of the street.
I was really hoping you were going to get it, to be honest.
I was about to say, if they're fucking, does that count as them having taken damage? Can I do blood burn? 'Cause I can only do it if it's been wounded in the last minute and hasn't yet received any healing.
Yeah.
Just burn its dick off.
Whoa there.
Oh, sorry, you're right. I shouldn't assume goblins have dicks. That's my bad.
I was gonna say they're goblins, but still, that's going pretty damn far.
Little arse.
Yeah.
Back in a second, I just spilled a biscuit all over my bed. Back in a moment.
I swear to God, I'm going to use blood burn at some point, and it is going to be amazing. But
Mhm.
the problem with the DC is not bad, but it's not the best. So I'm not that optimistic for it actually succeeding, because if they pass the save, it just, I think, gets rid of all the effects.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a con save to negate it.
Oh god, this cough.
Alright, back. Set off anyway again?
Yeah.
You set off north. Wood.
Krasai's looking very happy with his handiwork.
Roll another perception check.
Okay.
Look out, boy.
I haste one better than last time.
Hell yeah.
Alright. With that roll, you do notice this, but only when you're like real fucking close. You're heading down one of these back streets. Clang, 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 clang. From Brastrad.
Brastar thinks you're doing it wrong again.
I mean, you set off a fireball. I think.
No. I'm just gonna poke you for the breath. I'm just gonna put my hands like on my shoulders and just be like no, Brastar. Follow Krastar, okay? Krastar knows a little bit about being sneaky. I'm not an expert at that, Solis, but Krastar can probably teach something. See, you do tippy toe. You don't go clang, 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 and just run down, just walk down the
You
street
also
normally.
don't talk loudly while you're supposed to.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Krastar didn't hear you. Lame, Krastar did not hear you.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I don't. Back him up. Alright. So yeah, as this encounter. As you're heading down this back street, sneaking your way along. Ulrich at the front.
Yo.
Here's a noise coming out of a shattered window right above your head. You hastily, silently tell everyone to stop. Close fist.
Yeah.
Get down.
Give some.
Quick. And you hear coming out this window. How'd it go? You don't speak to me in that way, Sally Brown. I don't want to hear words like that coming out of your mouth, Sally Brown. I didn't mean to, sir. It wasn't me who said it.
Please, sir, I just want another copper. That's all I want.
If you start speaking to me like that,
I'm signing your shoes as best I can, sir, I swear.
if you speak to me like that, Clancy will have a word with you. Won't you, Clancy? Yes, sir. Right away. So we don't like that kind of language, do we? No, sir. I didn't mean to do it. And I'll let it slide this one time. But if I hear you or any of your boys doing stuff like that again, you can kiss your only source of glow rot, of periwinkle blue, and snotlick. Of snotlick. Goodbye.
Oh,
no, not the snotlick, sir. You can't take away everything. You won't see a single ounce of me, Sally Brown. Not a single ounce.
Does one of them look injured?
You try and look in the window?
Yeah.
Stop killing goblins.
Alright, so you sort of stick your head around, put your eye in.
I mean, okay, one of them is Clancy. I've got no idea whether they're goblins or not.
And it's dark. Roll a perception check.
Perception is wisdom, yeah.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Cool, 5.
Alright. It is quite dark in there. So you can see like a Tremorian figure on the right. And then 2 on the left. The one furthest away from you on the left is too shaded for you to see. But the one closer is just a fucking massive rat. Like around the same size as a goblin. And it's like stood there on its back legs, like arms crossed. It's got this big fuck off scar across it. It's like a dark grey. And then the one further away sort of turns, goes down on all fours, starts going away, and then turns back, and you just hear, "Come on, Clancy." And then the big fucking rat's like, "Yes, Mr. Boss." Turns and sort of does a 10-man walk away. You know.
Excuse me.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh.
They whip round.
I appear to be lost. Can you help me?
Fucking do him, Clancy! Do him!
Fireball.
I mean, you alerted them. It's initiative, mate.
No, okay, let's go.
He's wasted your fireball, though.
17.
I need to fucking get you on.
I don't even know how many I've got. Oh, I've got like 2 left. Right.
Sweet.
What? No. You already did it? What?
What is that roll from Freya? Why has it got a KH in it?
It's fair advantage. I have advantage on
okay.
initiative rolls right now.
That's initiative against your stacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently, Brass Dread isn't important enough to warrant being on there.
I couldn't figure out which one.
I'm
was
not
it.
what?
Yeah, I must have
you
deleted
weren't
it
an
twice.
initiative order.
Right, you are now.
I mean, the number I got might as well not be.
Should we stick our health back to full? Or are they not at full?
Yeah, there would be. They never fucking save properly, so.
Alright.
Bear with me a minute. Okay. I need to find a stat block for rats now.
Well,
Yes.
according to my character sheet, it says my HP's 50, but according to my thingy on Roll20, it says my max HP's 43. So I don't know what's happened.
The 50 is probably correct. Actually,
I don't think
never saves it. I mean, I think, did you level up last time?
Well, it looks quite low, so yeah. Yeah, I did, because I can use evasion now.
Yeah.
I remember getting quite happy about that.
Don't worry, guys. Crasta has a cunning plan. By setting off fireballs everywhere, we can retrace our steps later. We just have to follow the trail of death and destruction through the streets. See, Crasta does think ahead at times. In a morbid kind of way. Oh, fucking shit! I keep forgetting. We're back. We're back with us now. So when I kill one of these ratmen, I can raise him as a skeleton. I just keep him around with us. There you are, Solis. We have a rat. we have a ratman with us.
We don't want a rat.
But a mouse.
Okay. Right, it is Zealous' turn.
What's the
You
difference?
heard all of this? Well, the rats are giant rats.
Yeah, I know.
Goblin-sized rats.
I know.
Oh god.
You're
How
currently
far? Alright.
geography-wise, you're all like underneath a window outside. There's a door further down the wall. There's the window, and they're somewhere inside.
Okay, can I climb in through the window, like stealthily climbing through?
They are looking at the window.
Well, let's not look at. Well, was there another window you said?
On the wall you're at, there's just there might be one. There's another window like another floor up.
Okay, can I like climb to that one then?
Yeah. Roll an athletics check to see how well you do it.
Can I do acrobatics?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You do like a small alleyway. You can do like a Mario jump.
Oh fuck.
You try and do a Mario wall jump, and it fails a little bit. You get like 2 bounces, and then you strip the wall, so you're not going as fast as you would like to be with your movement speed. You make it basically to the upstairs window and peek in a little bit. That's as far as you can move with one movement. And you could actually. Oh, hold on.
Can I like try throw something through the window to distract them from the other window? Like a glass bottle that I have many of.
Hold on. See, there are more goblins. There are more goblins up here. See.
Seriously, what is with size and fucking glass bottles?
I'm throwing at you, Crustar.
Up here.
Crustar is not afraid of your puny glass bottle when he has the power of blood.
Up here, there are.
Oh shit! Wait. Instead of throwing a glass bottle, can I just cast Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, probably. Let me finish telling you what's in the room.
All right.
You can see 5. Yeah, 5 more goblins. With the roll of 2 on the D100, actually being sort of competent. Who would have thought it? They're sort of walking around on this top floor, not drunk or fucking or anything. They're actually looking around, which means on a D6. Yeah, they see you. But it's still your turn.
Well, I'm still going to cast Thaumaturgy because I might scare them a bit.
Mhm.
So can I create like a massive bang from like behind them? Because they won't be expecting it if they're looking at me, and then like boom, and they'll be like wetting themselves, hopefully.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
+5. My rolls are so bad today.
The thing is just ratmen, so I might have to hit.
13. Four of them look pretty scared and like whip their heads around. One of them continues looking at you.
Can I give him the finger?
Yeah, you can bonus action, give him the finger.
Oh, bonus action, give him the finger.
Okay. Mummy.
Uh, follows all of the building.
You want to give them the finger with me?
Roll to
See what
see.
he's up to.
Roll to see how well you do.
So acrobatics.
Mhm.
25?
Oh yeah, you pull off the Mario wall jump. Bounce, bounce, bounce. You get basically all your movement, so you'll be able to get up and in.
And I see the goblin.
Yeah, there's 5 sort of scattered about the room. 4 of them look somewhat scared. Another one is staring at the window. And you, by proxy.
He's too far away for me to punch.
Say again?
He's too far away for me to hit, I'm assuming.
Nah, with your because you've got extra speed, you can probably like get to one of them.
Okay, I want to get to the one that isn't scared.
Mhm.
And attack him.
Yep. Go for it.
15?
Probably. Yep.
What's my D8? 12 damage.
What are you hitting him with?
A gunner.
Slashing damage?
Yes.
You just like slice through the scraps of leather that are on him and just. Super dead.
Can I make an intimidation check against the already terrified goblin? And go, who's next?
I mean, you can shout that, but for an actual intimidation check, I think that rule is an action which you've used.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll just yell that.
Yeah.
And that's me done.
Ulrich.
Ooh, how far up is his window?
A story,
Right.
which is
10 foot.
part of Volvo, to be honest. 15 and 20 feet.
Right, yeah. I look up and go, yeah, okay. And stay here.
Do anything else?
Put up my thumbs.
Okay.
Look around, see if there's anything else again.
Just looking around.
Yeah.
Alright, roll a perception check. Okay. You can't see or hear anything in the immediate vicinity other than, the clusterfuck happening inside.
Mm-hmm.
But you're keeping your eye out.
Okay.
Crosstown.
So what can I actually see in there? Because obviously my perception was pretty pants.
Super dark, you can kind of see who you assume Sally Brown is. Silhouetted, sort of, maybe looking towards the window, and Clancy and Mr. Boss. Much further to the left.
How close are Clancy and Mr. Boss to the other dude? Because they started walking away before I called out.
I mean, they're across the room, like almost to the side of it, but I mean,
How much?
less than 30 feet.
Alright, so if I aim at like Mr. Boss, he won't be within 20 feet of the one he was threatening.
No.
Cool, fireball. Fireball, Mr. Boss.
Roll damage.
27.
So half of those things. Mr. Boss flies one way and slams against the wall. Clancy against another. Super dead. Anything else?
There's nothing else I can really do. So yeah, I'm done.
Freya.
Well, doesn't seem much for me to do now.
Say again, sorry.
Doesn't seem much for me to do now. Kinda. Well, I assume both of those rats are dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to fight Clancy.
Krascha has put meat back on the menu.
Rat meat. But
It's still meat. Freya should learn to be less picky.
enjoy.
Krascha will.
You know what? I'm just gonna be on guard. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Just be
Right.
on guard down here.
Okay. Okay. Before Brastrad goes the upstairs boys.
That
And
their
these four
gang name?
goblins. It is now. Sally Brown's upstairs boys. The four of them, all scared looking. They just seen one lady come in and make a big old bang behind them, and another lady come in and just slaughter Brian. So they scatter. One bursts through like a doorway to the left. Another one leaps into the stairwell, and two more just crash out the back windows. And you know they're already smashed. Bucket. And they run away. And then it will be Brastrad.
Is the am I being attacked?
No, it's just the thing doesn't say if you'd be full health.
Oh.
And you might have more health, to be honest, I don't know.
Is there anyone in range that I can attack? How far can I move? 25 foot. Anyone in 25 foot?
Probably.
Then I will go and attack them.
You sort of clamber your way in through the window, run across the room, and I think dwarves have like dark vision of some sort, so you can see the titular Sally Brown, who's just a goblin, sort of looking somewhat confused, and you run up and attack her. It.
Thing.
Oh wait, did you get proficiency on attack rolls?
Yes.
It should be plus.
You
three
hit her.
extra.
Rippity doodah, dude.
You hit her.
Dead.
DED.
DED.
Murdered.
I mean, roll damage just in case. I don't think you can roll low enough.
And actually, to be fair, if he rolls low enough, he gets to re-roll anyway, so...
Yeah, she's almost certainly dead.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna reroll that.
Yeah.
No.
I like the one. Yeah, she's
Can I
dead.
reroll it again?
No.
Oh, I just don't.
You can't re-roll.
Oh,
So you come swinging in, and you think to yourself, "This is a shit swing. I'll readjust." And it's also a really shit swing, but it's just a goblin, so it's just, you basically just whap her with the side of your fucking axe, and just.
Krastra doesn't think you quite did it right, but good job anyway.
She's goblin
Brastar
girl
Brastar doesn't care about your opinion.
Krastra thinks that you're mealy.
Meanie loves
still
the
doesn't care.
vocabulary.
But there are no immediate enemies.
cool.
That it?
Cresta, can you tell me a word about what stealth means?
Yes, Krastar
And
knows.
also, what-
Krastar was trying to show Brassrad how to be stealthy.
But also, we don't have much time.
I can't
All
hear you
the
very well.
fire. Sorry. We don't have much time. And throwing fireballs at everything we see is wasting time.
That's okay. Krastar won't be able to throw anymore.
Good.
But Krastar will try and raise one of the people to be his skeleton friend.
I'll level that too.
I don't know. Okay, Krastar's no, a little bit of time, maybe.
We don't have time for going.
I don't actually know how long it takes.
What is the thing?
Don't think it's long. I'll have a quick check.
Send me the thing because I can't remember anything about it either.
Oh, it's instantaneous.
Right. What's the wording on it and stuff?
The casting time is 1 minute. I basically, it's animated. I create an undead servant. Blah blah blah. On each of my turns, I can use a bonus action to mentally command it. If it's within 60 feet of me. And it's under my control for 24 hours. But I can basically put the spell back on it to the next day to maintain control.
Okay, hold on.
It's like Krastar's skeleton buddy who helps out everyone in that abandoned house.
What are you doing it on again?
What was I supposed to do?
What are you doing it?
Oh, well, I'm not doing it yet. I'm gonna do it after the fight. It's just gonna be on one of the guys' corpses.
It won't. I mean, you'd know that it wouldn't work on one of the rats because it has to be humanoid, but goblins work.
Does it say that's to be humanoid?
Animate Dead does, yeah. Medium or small humanoid within range.
Oh, wanker.
The goblins work.
What's that? The
Mine
goblins
has
work?
Yeah, they're small humanoids. Ish.
What a goblin, though.
Good.
So as well buggered off somewhere.
Yo, I need more tissues.
Oh no.
Okay, so what's going on?
Wes has just had his go. I don't think he's got anything else to do.
I mean, there's no else alive in the vicinity.
I could attack furniture.
You could, yes.
I'm not going to waste my action search for that.
You'd have to be in 10 or at the minute. There's nothing else alive in the vicinity. The upstairs boys ran the fuck away. You can try and chase them down.
Good.
If you wish. No? Okay. What are you doing?
We'll say, okay, if you're ready fun, let's go.
I'm sorry, Krastar forgot why we're here. He was having too much. Krastar was having too much fun chasing that butterfly.
That was ages ago.
Krastar has a short-term memory.
That was yesterday, man.
Krastar has a very short-term memory. Why do you think Krastar says his name all the time?
Okay. So, you start heading out again. New stealth rolls.
Now, Brastrad, remember what Krastar told you?
Let's just not.
Cresta, why don't you take your own advice?
Now, Cresta, remember Cresta, I told you don't go like this. Ching, 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 ching. I'm making that sound with my mouth, by the way. Remember, don't do that.
Roll perception check, lucky boy. Hmm. You're being followed.
What joy? Let's see what by.
Goblins, so far as you can tell.
Guys, we've been followed by goblins.
You're making your way through. And a little way in front of you, a crossroad that you believe you have to pass through, you can see a totem pole made of beaten wood and crude grotesqueries. Its central mouth has steel fangs clutching a small metal chest, held in place with only a moderate amount of friction.
Can I take the fangs?
Can I just chop the totem down and take the chest?
Walzolis is having a look at it. It's a tiny amount of investigation used. Says you can discover like some small steel hinges to either side of the totem pole's mouth bit, and you could pretty easily discover, without even having a roll for it, that when the chest is removed, the jaw closes and the entire upper half of the totem pole pitches forward, crushing whoever is in front of it. This is an explicitly obvious trap.
Can I use my thieves' tools to disarm it?
I mean,
Yeah.
you just sort of roll a dex thing. Dex proficiency.
One sec. I forgot it. Oh, so it's taking me time. I'm just being a bit dead. It's my thieves' tool. Alright, it's fine. I've sorted it.
Alright, yeah, you grab your thieves' tools and sort of come in and make sure stuff's wedged up, and then you grab like a twig as well and get it in and just wedge it so it can't close. Everything's nice, you bring them out. Perfect. And then you just hear a short scream as out of a door 20 feet away, a little goblin appears with a barrel strapped to his back and a torch in his hand, just going, "Ah!"
Boys, run! Windball!
roll an initiative to see if you can get hit before him.
Cresta, are you paying attention to Cresta?
Roll again.
Oh,
God.
fuck.
Well. How many euros are in this blast radius?
6 plus 1. 3 of you, including Adam. Zurich. Solis. And Brastrap. Solis, Brastrap, and Lyric. Roll dex saves.
Aw.
Oh my god.
Fail,
This site's
fail,
bad today. It's cursed.
fail. Oh, no. Right. Take 5 damage.
It's not that big of a bump.
Because it's a goblin and it's a small barrel. You run forward and the goblin itself is somehow alive.
I kick it.
Want a very big explosion.
Kick the
So yeah,
goblin.
none of you save. You sort of get blasted back. There's this small explosion engulfing the four of you and the totem pole.
Imagine
Oh.
miss out the goblin if it's still alive.
Wait.
Okay, wait, can I do a so I only like then I only take half damage.
Let Will do it. Let Will
At
do
the
it.
same time as the explosion, it hits the totem pole and
Oh god.
knocks it over.
Mm-hmm.
At which point it cracks open, and all the acid inside of it goes.
Oh.
It releases the
Acid.
Trask! After 5,000 years, I am finally free!
Who's the acid in?
Everyone within 5 feet of the totem pole, so definitely Alice, because she was right in front of it.
Mm.
Probably not you. To be honest, probably just Alice because you've all been back here in some way. But there's now a pool of acid around the thing. And Alice takes.
Jeez.
Well, no, make a dex save, Alice.
Well, can I do a if I fail the deck save, then I only take half anyway.
Yeah.
And if so,
You succeed.
alright, and I think I don't take any damage if I succeed the evasion.
Yeah, I think that's how it works in 5e. So you falls over and crashes acid everywhere, but rogue reflexes, you dance back out of the way.
Yeah,
And it's at this
ninja
point-
powers.
There's a fallen totem pole, there's a pool of acid, there's a half-dead goblin. Some of you are somewhat singed. A bunch of doors around you just burst open.
There's a
It-
wild sort of.
Some goblins start pouring out, including, and it's like, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, out of like a side road, a solid dome of rusted armor, cooking pans, and heavy garbage comes out, and you can just see a bunch of feet underneath.
Are the still there? Have they been like eroded away by the acid?
Say again?
Are the metal fangs still there? Or have they
Probably.
been? Can I take them?
Possibly when it gets to your turn in initiative.
Okay.
We're gonna reroll. Roll initiative and redo it.
Hey, 20.
Oh.
Uh, Right, yeah, so this little goblin tank comes out and 5 more goblins burst out of doors. Everyone read on the initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to redo it now?
No.
Yeah. Separate into
Alright then. Yay, 21.
Hey. These goblins are fucked. This is our dex, almost certainly. Well, maybe probably that. Zolis.
Can I pick up the fangs?
Yeah. They are metal.
Can I put them in my mouth?
Yes?
Can I spin round to the goblin and sort of make a really scary face and tell them to get lost?
Intimidation check.
I hope this works.
Oh, that's Danielle dropped for some reason.
Oh no!
Right, so you sweep down, grab the fangs, whip 'em out, put them in your mouth, spin, and
Oh my god.
the fangs are a bit too big for your mouth.
Oh,
They don't quite come out right.
I'm still keeping them.
Yeah.
They might come in handy. Bonus action, yeah.
Mhm.
Still have that. Bonus action, throw a dagger at a goblin in front of me.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah, oh good.
Does not hit. Too fucking slippery.
Ah, bye bye dagger.
It will be Crasta next.
How close are they together? These
They're all really separated at the minute,
Oh,
coming out of different doors and stuff.
what's the door where most of them are coming out of?
They're all kind of coming out of separate ones at the minute.
Oh, fucking hell. Right, hang on. No, not that. I'm just gonna launch magic missiles at 3 different targets.
Mm-hmm. Also hits, so
Yep. So first one, second one, third one. Son of a bitch.
not very good.
Yeah.
Fuck's my pencil gone?
Fast, I can't do AoE.
2-5. Okay. Uric.
Is the one that blew up next to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I go swing with my pole core stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
How much is it?
Probably enough. Yeah. This Pokemon looks pretty dazed and pretty, singed.
Yeah.
There's like an exploded barrel on his back. And he's just sort of staggering around, and then you just right in the head, and he just drops to the ground.
Good.
A tally of dead goblins. Anything else?
No.
He's just like, only fucking goblins. I don't need to Welsh it. Freya.
You said there was like a makeshift goblin tank, right?
Yeah.
Can I just go on and wail on it
Yeah.
and break it apart?
If you want.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'll go do that. 15.
You clang off of the hunk of metal.
Yeah.
You swing it, and it's like, ching,
And again.
ching.
I'll just keep hacking away at it till he goes. It's no more.
Lame.
I'll go help with this goblin tank.
I mean, you could really just go for the legs. They're exposed. I'm just
You could.
dicking around.
It's only a really small bit underneath. You can see.
Oh, is it? Ah,
Yeah.
right.
They're not like there's not like 2 foot of goblin you can see, and then just some metal.
That's what I was thinking. Though.
Is
Like,
there like
Like a weird goblin mushroom.
yeah.
I was thinking, you know those cardboard cars they did in like plays in school? What I was imagining.
like a load of different goblins together that form a tank?
Yeah, you can see a bunch of legs.
I'll just go, yeah. I'll
There are like little holes in the thing. as if like weapon holes.
I'll just go attack the one at the front. Why? That's 13.
Nope. Going down. Ching. You don't manage to get in one of the holes.
What's wrong with this dice? 17?
Nope.
I'm using a different dice. What? Oh my god. That's not gonna hit. Yeah, that's me done.
He comes swinging in. Guandao. Ching. Hand. Hand. Nah. Big old lump of metal. Like little holes you're trying to get through, and you just kind of. Rastrat.
Any point attacking this tank? Are they actually doing anything?
I mean, I'm taking parts off, right?
That sounds like
You're
a no.
hitting the tank,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like big armor. And that thing. Maybe.
Are there any goblins I can just go and attack?
Yeah.
I'll just go and attack a goblin.
There's like 5 more about. 3 have been hit by magic missiles.
I'll just go for one that hasn't been hit already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hit it.
Whoop.
And present, you can't not kill it, so. Yeah. Brashrod strides forward, swinging the axe, and just. One goblin down.
Excellent. Is there any other goblins I can hit with my extra attack?
Nah, because they're all coming out of separate doors. You had like 15 feet to go
Oh,
to get
okay.
to the first goblin, and then
Fair
more
enough.
than 10 to get to another. You can start heading towards another.
I'll do that, I guess. Then I am done.
Mm-hmm. And then it is the goblin tank. Okay. So allow me and Freya on it. So 2 spears are going to come out of little murder holes and try and get Freya. 16.
I just had a fucking
Hits.
cross thought.
Okay, and a natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, I should really roll the thing. I've only got 1 dice out. First hit is 4 damage. The second hit is also 4 damage. Even crit. You take 8. 2 spears come out and then on low me. Yeah. 1 spear's gonna come out and a crossbow bolt's gonna fly out. 20 plus 4. Spear, natural 20. Of course. So spear is 12 damage. As the spear comes out and like just jabs you under the armpit. And then 15 trying to shoot you, which I believe misses. Yeah. So yeah, because the tank's moving slightly, like it just comes out, hits the inside of the tank kind of, and clatters around. and then the sort of like you hear a and it lifts up a little bit, and they shift like 5-10 feet across, and then 1, 2, 3, and then it will be the other gobs. One is going to run at. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Brass run.
What?
One's gonna run at you and hit you. 22.
Yeah.
Got a little smatter. Just...
Ow.
One of the injured ones is gonna make it towards Ulrich. And miss. And then the other two are going to try and head towards Brastrad. Probably hits. 4 damage. And a miss. So yeah, his goblins swarm out and try and do that. And then...
My game's not doing anything. Can you...
No.
I'm gonna...
Yeah. So, I think you took 4 damage from that sequence of attacks. So just, do that when you get back in. And then...
Then what? Are we?
Well, the round's going to begin again, but more things happen. Because, goblins aren't so suicidal as to attack without more than like 10 to 1 against you guys. Okay. Three. So around the corner. Comes 2 goblins holding this big old like arm thing with like a buzzsaw on the end. One of them like holding it and moving it around, the other one operating a crank that's making the buzzsaw spin. They come staggering around the corner with it. And then three goblins come out from another place with like buckets on the ends of fishy poles. Fuck knows how they work. But they all rolled shit initiative, so top of the round is Ellis.
How much acid from
Is
the
the-
totem pole?
If the totem pole's in one square, then like every square surrounding it is just acid.
Do you think I could scoop some up in some one of my glass bottles, or would it just like burn the bottle?
Yeah, you could scoop some up. Acids
Me,
don't generally out with glass, I think.
I'll scoop some up, and then I want to throw the bottle at the goblins.
Okay. Which ones do you want? Like one of the random ones around Brastrad? Or one of the new groups?
Rastad's got the lowest health, so I guess I'll give him a hand.
I do? Oh, I guess I do.
Yeah, roll to throw. Roll to hit.
Ah,
Yeah, no, you launch it, but it's fucking slippery cunts, and it just smashes against the wall past them.
does that count as my action and my bonus?
Yeah, probably.
Ah,
Bonus to scoop, action to throw.
okay.
You can move if you want. But you can stay by the acid.
Yeah, I want to stay by the acid because it's quite a good supply, you know.
Grata.
Right, so there's that tank thingy, right?
Mhm.
Are there any peaky holes for that I could fire a spell into?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's little holes that they seem to be like stabbing out of.
How big is the tank in general?
Big
like-
enough for like 4 goblins to get underneath.
Right. Would they have to be in very close proximity? It's like a 10-foot radius that hit them.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to be in. So there's going to be 4 goblins in this tank, yeah?
Mhm.
Cool. Blood guys are into the tank.
Okay.
Cause why the fuck not?
How wide blood guys are?
Yeah.
20 feet. Oh, sorry, 10 feet. My bad. 10 feet. That's why I was checking to see whether 10 feet would cover it.
Yeah. Does it hit allies?
Yes.
Alright, you're hitting Lamé and Freya.
I mean, to be fair, if I was going to hit someone, they're the ones who probably won't be. I don't. I don't care.
I mean, you've done it now, so
Okay, out of
roll
character,
what you roll.
Out of character, I'm not too fast, to be honest. I'm not going to
Roll
kill
what you roll.
Well, I need. Everyone who's affected to make a dex save for half damage.
What's your DC? 15?
Yes.
So 15, did you say?
Yes.
So I pass, so I take no damage.
Oh, fuck's sake. 11. That was a horrible roll.
That one's
Alright.
checking
One of
dangerous.
them passes.
Alright, so one of them takes 5. So they
Yeah.
might just be alive.
One survive.
Is it a deck save? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I have advantage on this.
Does the guys that come from above or below? Aaron.
It comes from. I think it's below.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
It came
guys,
from
that makes
behind.
sense.
Yeah, it comes from below and kind of rains down.
Alright, Fred, you
thing.
save. Alright,
Yeah.
so Lame manages to spin out of the way of a bunch of it.
So does Freya.
Freya, yeah, but Freya still takes a little bit of damage. Yeah, you just hear like a lot of splashing and thumping, and then when all of it like dies back down again, like most of the tank is on the floor, and then you start shaking and you say, because one goblin can't pick it up by himself, so it's a little bit stuck.
Okay.
Moving. I mean, you don't even know where you are, so probably not.
Yeah, I don't know where I am. As long as I'm not. If a tank's moving, then I'll make sure to move out of the way.
I mean, the tank can no longer move.
Yeah, I didn't think it could. Then I'm fine then.
Urik Mamatsu.
How many of them are in front of me?
Like, how do you mean, like in front of you? Like directly in front, or just?
Well, either directly in front or how many are close enough together? Like around me?
There's 3 around Brastrand, and there's only 1 on you. A minute.
Alright. I'm gonna say, so how many in total, like in the 120 feet radius of me?
Oh, 10.
10.
Yes.
How many of them are clustered closely together?
The 3 around Brastrand.
Right. How many? Well, with those 3 is like any more close to them within 50 feet?
Yeah, the one in front of you is within 50 feet of them.
Right. And the others?
There's the one in the tank who's within 50 feet of that, probably. And within 50 feet of that, the crank ones, the ones with the weird buzz sort of thing, are in range, but the other ones are the bucket guys are at the other end of the street.
So, wind wall and try and snake a 50-foot long wind wall around here as many as I can.
Okay.
Since I can't see nothing.
Say you can hit those 3 and your guy. Yeah, you can probably hit 5. You can hit the 3 around Brastrad, the 1 on you, and the 1 in the tank.
Cool. I'll do that.
I've got a save to make, right?
Yes, it is. What save was it? When the wall appears, each creature within the area must make a strength saving throw. Okay.
Nice. Oh, I'm doing nothing anyway. Still was. Yeah. Should he see?
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 16.
Okay. 2 succeed. Because they have -1 strength.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the damage?
Oh, I'll give you 15.
Damn. Does the save negate or half?
8. Brush it down on a failed save, or half as much. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so it just halves it.
Damn, we are fucking these guys up.
Yeah, so just this wind wall appears basically in front of you, knocks through the 1, snakes around Brastrad, knocks through 3 of them, and then just sort of like whistles through the tank, you know, because
Yeah.
tiny little hole, so you just like, and you just hear as this poor little goblin's just been like slammed around in the inside of this like 5-foot wide tank, and then it drops to the ground.
Cool. I'm then going to bonus action healing word Brastrad. And you say, come on, they're just goblins. Goblins. Healing word.
Freya. Just while you're looking for that.
How tall is this goblin tank?
You heal 7.
Like not even 5 feet. It's like a dome. At the highest point, it's maybe 5.
Brastrad?
Yeah?
You healed for 7.
Oh yeah.
I kind of want to wear it.
But where the tank?
Yeah.
Where the pissing tank?
Yeah.
What are you gonna go into like wolf form and just like have your claws like at the bottom, just like it's mobile armor.
That's perfect.
Jesus bloody Christ, man.
Why not? You know?
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah, have fun trying to move in that damn thing.
Man, yeah. That's what I am, just trying it out. It seems to have great fucking AC, so I'm safe. No, yeah, I'm just gonna like lift it and like go in it.
Alright, roll a strength check.
Okay. Oh fuck, that was meant to be +3.
Alright, it's fucking heavy, but you managed to just like and now you're inside with 4 dead goblins.
I mean, yeah.
No smell good.
Been worse situations.
Anything else?
Can I move?
You can certainly try.
Just try and move with it and see what it's like.
Alright, yeah. So you all see amidst this fight as Freya lifts at the side, gets in and drops it. The almighty clang, and then straining noises, and then lifts up a little bit off the floor.
it's like dragging across the floor.
I mean, it's very hard to you've got like two hands. It's very hard to balance it right. There's a
Shit.
bit of it on the floor. You're like scraping it along, and in your movement, you get like maybe 15 feet.
Okay. Right, I'll
And
take
that's
it.
generous. But you can see through these little murder holes, and you sort of like towards the bucket goblins.
Yeah. Sweet.
And as well, like you just see this like because obviously the back of it is against the floor. It's back like semicircular bit is against the floor. You all see as it lifts up a little bit, and you can see like a little bit of an arm flop out, and it's like the goblin bodies are just kind of being pulled along. And he's like broken arms and legs dragged behind, and there's just this like dull red smear across the street over the grass. Every now and again, there's like a little bump and like some teeth get left behind.
Yeah, sorry. Krastan may have made a bit of a mess inside the tank. I hope Freya doesn't mind. You might get your fur a bit dirty.
But yeah, that's Freya's go, not me. You just watched that.
I'm gonna sigh, close my eyes, and I'll go attack the bucket goblin.
You can make it.
12.
It's a miss.
18.
That's a hit.
Oh, finally. Oh, that was the wrong dice. 11 damage.
Alright, you rush forward, swing, miss, kick, break face. One goblin down.
Can I unarmed strike another one?
Yeah.
Oh, that was an actual one.
So yeah, you don't manage to. Nothing particularly bad happens. As just for atmosphere as well, this entire time, it's just goblins shrieking all over the shop. Ah, fuck you! All that shit going on. Just a constant wall of noise. Prostrate.
All the ones around me, were they killed?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Who's left then?
I thought I did stupid shit. Clearly, I need to up my game.
Yeah, there's the ones around you are dead.
Yeah.
To a little further down the street, just about maybe in reach. Two goblins with the weird buzzsaw thing.
Buzzsaw. I'll go attack them then. Ooh, wait. Can I do sweeping attack? Oh, sweeping attack.
As you get in
Are they
range,
within 5 feet of each other?
yes, they are. They're next to each other, wielding the same big weapon.
I'll do sweeping attack on them.
All right, as you come into range, they're also trying to hit you.
Lovely. Come fucking try, mate. You doing yours first, or should I do?
I mean, it's happening at the same time, so just go. 15 hits. Does the 19 hit you?
Yes.
Yeah. You get 8 damage. Is like as you're coming in, this just like goblin shrieking as he swings it around at you. You take 10 damage. But you get your hit in.
The first one takes 10 damage, the second one takes 5.
Okay, yeah. So the one doing the swinging, like it hits you, and then you come in and just through him, and it continues through and buries in the side of the one. It's not quite dead, but the first one is.
Do I still get my extra attack? Move. Do I still get it if I move?
Does the sweeping attack take anything extra?
It's one of my battle maneuver things.
Do they take an action to do?
I don't know.
I feel like they do, but I'm not entirely sure.
I have no idea.
You are. The fucking rules are. I think that doing one of your fancy things. I don't know, to be honest.
One of my fancy things.
A sweeping attack thing. I don't know what it takes to do one of them.
I think some of them do mention like riposte takes a reaction,
Yeah.
but sweeping attack don't mention anything.
Yeah,
it's
you got
fine.
them.
I'll leave
Okay,
him.
it's
I'm not gonna
it's
kill
him again. It's him again. He ain't gonna do dick.
him again.
Yeah, you hit him. He's crazy dead. Like all the dead. You've come in, you've been hit by the buzzsaw, you slash through one, embed it in the other, come round again, and head straight off.
Just like you fucking hit me. I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, boy. And then it is.
Oh wait, how much damage did I take? Did I minus it?
You
Oh,
took-
I did.
to
8 damage.
Okay, now it
Owie.
is the Bucket Gobbo's turn. First one tries to land one on Lame. Nope. Swings the bucket in, tries to land on your head. Nope. You fed them off pretty handily. He's trying to slam it down on your head. As it's swinging around, you can see there's like a fucking rabid rat like in the top of the bucket. The top of the rat, before anything happens. Out through a door comes like a bunch of goblins with like a goblin boss looking guy. He looks at everything, looks at the two. There's only like 2 head bucket goblins left, and he's like, "Nah, fuck this, fuck this, no." Slams the door closed. Goes to fuck off. Zealous. There's 2 bucket goblins left.
Well, how far? Which is the closest?
I mean, they're both fairly close to each other. You can throw something or anything at them, to be honest.
Well, I was gonna grab the bucket and then hit them with the bucket.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Roll,
fucking bottles in our goddamn bucket.
I'm running out of bottles.
it's a bucket on a fishing rod. I'll have you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, because that makes all the fucking difference in the goddamn world. Jesus Christ.
Roll, strength.
I have no strength.
Well, just athletics to try and wrest it off of him.
It doesn't make any difference since I have no strength. Woo.
17.
I want to like freaking hit him with it. Let's bash his head in.
All right. If you take it off of him, and it's only a goblin, so you can, in the same move, hit him with it. A -2 because it's a very unwieldy weapon. Nope. He's swinging it round, and it's not going where you want it.
Well, I have a bucket now.
Next one.
Crosstown?
I don't know whether Krasar can do anything because he's just looking at this crazy situation that even he can't comprehend. It's like, how many are left?
2.
How
One of them has a head bucket. One of them has had his head bucket taken off of him.
I'm a what do I have? I'm a magic missile. The one that's had the head bucket taken off.
Mm-hmm.
11 damage.
Okay. So yeah, the Zulus is waving around the head bucket, and it's sort of like just managed to leap out of the way, like just all of a sudden, like one like it's hitting the elbow, one in the knee, and then one on the side of the head, and it's just like collapses to the ground. Yep, it's dead. Rick.
Any of them? Is there one left here?
Yeah.
How close? How far away from him am I?
It's close enough.
Try. I'll walk up to him and hit him with my stuff. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, only 3.
You come running up, and just like you go for like a stab, and just like whack it in the stomach. Freya?
Do I have access to a goblin?
Say again?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Do I?
Sorry, I didn't catch it. I was coughing.
Oh. Do I have access to a goblin?
I mean, you moved 15 on the last turn.
Access to a goblin. What the
So yeah, you can probably scrape your way over to the last one.
Should I
Hell
should I just get out of this now? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna put my arm through the murder roll and grapple the goblin.
German suplex.
Alright, roll an athletics check.
Athletics.
Christ. Whoa.
Fuck.
The goblin beat ya!
God damn it.
So yeah, you sort of like stop next to the goblin, and then suddenly 2 arms just try and grab it with your face pressed up against the inside so you can see through one of the other holes. Trying to grab it with your arms at this odd angle. Grab hold of its arm and it just swings the bucket around, and the bucket hits the side of the tank and it rattles you about a bit, and then you lose your grip.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anything else you want to try and do?
There's not much else I can do.
Sorry, so Krasai is gonna have a little bit of a giggle.
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Let me.
I'll just attack the bucket goblin.
Mm-hmm.
That's 18.
Yep.
Oh, that's 7.
That's enough. They generally have 7, and this one has already been hit. So yeah, Grandal just rushes down and slices across his chest. It's just snarling around. It's currently in the process of wailing on the tank, swinging its bucket around. And then Grandal just drops dead. quiet once again comes to the city streets,
Start moving around.
with occasional cries of "Fuck that shit!"
Fair. I really don't think you can move around in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal cure wounds on Prostrad and Lame.
Can I get 5 bottles of acid, please?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's Prostrad and this is Lame. Oh, Lame.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna come out the tank.
Roll strength check.
Got me permanently stuck.
And whose fault is that?
Yeah, I know it's mine. It's fine. Oh.
Right, yeah. With the last bit of like adrenaline system at the end of the fight, you just tip it over. You're no longer in the tank.
Has Freya got any like blood on her from when I did the blood thing in there?
You probably, yeah.
No, I'm just curious. I didn't mean anything bad. I'm just curious.
I mean, you hit me with a blood geyser.
Pardon?
You hit me with a blood
Oh
geyser.
yeah, that too. But I was on about because I did it inside the tank and it kind of burst out from.
Yeah.
What damage would a bottle of acid do?
It's 2d6 basically.
Thank you.
Right. Are you doing anything else in this street?
Everybody's carrying on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
It's getting on to early afternoon.
Might need to bolt it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say how far away are we from where we need to be?
You don't think you're too far. Aside from the occasional stop, which, you know, like this fight lasted like not even a minute kind of deal. And Pierre said something about, like, you know, you probably make it mid-afternoon. You don't think you got too far to go? Perception check for the lookout. You're looking around, keeping your eye out on like the rooftops and shit, because, you know, you've just been followed, and you can't see anything about. Maybe they've been scared off for now. And you make your way through the city and come eventually to the old park, where I'm gonna call it in a minute, but you just before that you see, as you're entering the park, like it's kind of like Central Parky, you know. You come out of like these buildings and stuff, and suddenly it's just like, I mean, the building's obviously covered in trees and shit and overgrown because the entire city is, but you come out into this park-like looking thing, you know, no buildings, just trees, and you can see a little river in the distance, but like, and a little waterfall thing, cliffs, and a little plateau. And on top of the plateau is a little tent. And then over in the distance, like over this little river and stuff, up one of the cliffs, a large crashed sky ship.
Does a tent look occupied?
I mean, at the minute, all you can see is like the side of it. Actually, 21. You can see like a faint hint of smoke coming from the other side of it, as if from like a campfire that's been left unattended.
Hmm.
Should we investigate? It could be survivors of the crash.
Mm.
Yeah, just definitely investigate.
Yes, Brastrad.
I got 13.
What?
Stealthily investigate.
I have always bombed with. Well, I mean,
If I recall, Crash Star, you weren't exactly the most stealthiest in our last stop.
yes. Thank you, Lame. Why, she's my favorite.
You have favourites?
It changes depending on who's spoken at the time.
It changes depending on who's an asshole at the time.
All I really know is at the moment is Class Dad's at the very bottom.
I think he's at the bottom of everyone's list.
I don't think Krastak gives a shit.
Alright, so
To be honest, Krastak doesn't care.
That's fair.
He probably don't remember our names.
Oh, sorry?
Class Dad probably don't even remember our names.
I would have to agree. Krastak probably doesn't remember your names. That's not
Right,
against
so-
you guys, it's just because Krastak's a fucking moron.
yeah.
You may have noticed that by now.
Alright, so you creep your way around this tent. It's up on like this little like rise. Coming around the front, you see this little smouldering, almost dying campfire. There's also the smoke, and this tent. It's not like closed, but it's the door's like to the flap.
Yeah.
And also in front of the campfire, like other side of it to the tent, is pretty obviously a dead guy.
Is it humanoid?
Yeah, he's like a big fat human dead guy.
Cool, animate dead.
Wait, just let us inspect the corpse before you cast a spell.
Well, I can cast a spell and make the cops walk to us.
Does it talk?
What?
No, it doesn't need to. No,
But it's only the skeleton.
no, it's still got like
can
all
make
the
it as-
stuff on it.
You can make it a zombie.
No, it was going to be a skeleton because they're better.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, blood skeleton.
You
Alright,
could.
alright, fine. If you want to expect the corpse, fine, but then I'm casting animate dead on it.
Sure.
I inspect the
fine.
corpse.
Hey, can I go into the tent?
Not yet.
right. So first, let me roll an investigation check.
That's a 10.
Okay. You give it a quick check over, and it looks like it has been like the bottom half is trampled, the middle is very gored, and the top is fairly intact but also covered in blood. Big old mustache, big fat dude. He's got a ring on his finger, and also just like as it's sort of a little bit away from him, an umbrella, like he was holding it. At the same time, Ulrich, you head into the tent.
Hmm.
And it's only like a small tent, like it'd fit a camp cot and then the space next to the camp cot from the outside. And then you step into it and it is looking big. And there's like 4 bunks. And there's a small kitchen. And like a very small house inside. 1 floor, bungalow. There's like a living room section in the middle. There's a
It's
sleeping area.
Goblin fire tent.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was thinking of, yes. Yeah, one of them.
Anybody in here?
Nope, it's empty. and only one. Like you can see pretty quickly, there's like these 4 little bunks, and only one of them's been slept in.
There's nobody in here. Go out to everybody else. I'll have a look, see if there's anything like written.
Anything written?
Yeah, what books, deals, diaries.
Yeah. Okay. There is. Yeah, on the table in the like lounge looking area, there's like a notepad, or no, like a little journal looking thing, and there's like flicking through it, it's like a diary of sorts. It looks like mainly uninteresting, and then near the end, it briefly describes how found this big old fucking city. Ship crashed. Managed to get off ship while it was crashing, but only got tent and book. Gonna look for anybody else later, kind of deal,
Yeah.
Looks like this dude didn't get far.
Mm-hmm. Well then. Does the tent look like it's been damaged in any way?
No, not really. Cool. Oh, actually, allow me with your investigation check. Even just the 10, you'd have seen like sort of like a sort of like a trail of blood, as if this body was either dragged or like crawled or something a little bit before
Away or towards the tent?
towards the tent.
So what, you got attacked outside, then went to try and get inside?
Could have been. Yeah, all else you discovered from him, he's got like his fancy ring on, and he's got an umbrella. No weapons, seemingly.
Can I look at the umbrella?
Yeah. In what manner are you looking at it?
I don't know. I just want to know if it's just strange to see this tell.
Make another investigation check.
That's an 11.
Okay. It's good enough to see some markings on the handle. Can't read them. There's some kind of runes that you don't understand.
Presta, can you read this? Oh, Ulrich, actually, can you read this?
Oh wow.
I go over and have a look.
Is it arcane runes?
Maybe. I mean, you can look at it at the same time if you want to.
Yeah, I'm doing an arcana check on it.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing?
Looking at it. How do you want to look at it? Do you want to? Have you got Arcana?
26. That's why you come to fucking Crastar, bitch.
Wow.
Base all just +1. 16.
All right. Yeah. You look it over. Both of you can't figure what it is. Crest draws a look, and it figures it's some sort of charm to sort of like Slowfall ish. Only when open though.
So that's how he got out of the ship.
It's some Crastar believes this is some kind of charm so you don't fall to your death.
Oh, well, yeah, let's hear. Would you
But
like
it
to
only
take a look
works
at the
when it's
thing as well?
open, so it's not working at the moment. Is it not? Is it closed at the moment, or
Yeah,
not
it's
working
closed.
mode? Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's not working, but if we open it up, Now Krastar can jump down and will not die.
Hmm.
But Krastar will not try it out because for some reason Krastar doesn't believe he'd make it. He wonders why.
Don't we just push him down?
No, Krastar is worried about jumping off and you guys closing the thing so Krastar falls to his death.
But you'd have all of it.
Yeah, we won't be able to close it.
Yeah, I'm not. But, oh, sorry. I thought it was some kind of. Oh no, I misunderstood. Then sorry.
What, is this some sort of umbrella?
I thought it was some kind of stationary device, not like a little mobile thing that I could take with me.
It's an umbrella.
Fair dues.
You may not have heard me say umbrella. That's fair.
Would you like to look at the ring while you're here? In case I also mention.
So basically, Krastar is now like Mary Poppins, except he doesn't go up; he just kind of glides
Goes
down.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Mary Poppins umbrella. Do you want to look at the ring?
Do you want me to make another roll to do that?
Yeah.
18.
You believe it's magical. You don't believe it's harmful. I mean, this dude is wearing it, but you don't know what it does. It's not an attunement kind of ring either. It's just a magic effect ring.
I'm gonna take it and put it on.
All right. Which hand?
Our left hand,
Which finger?
ring finger.
Okay.
Krastar loses his whole hand.
Nope.
Or at least his finger.
Magical wedding.
Krastar suddenly grows a Van Dyke style beard.
Oh.
Did I do what, sorry?
A Van Dyke style beard.
A Van Dyke style beard. Just what Krastar's always wanted. Doesn't Krastar look more handsome now? You've never seen Krastar's face. At all. Never seen his face. Because I've always got the hood up.
So we won't see the beard.
Well, you can see my nose, you can see my chin. So you can see my chin sticking out with just that Van Dyke beard now.
Yeah. This particular style of Van Dyke is the curled moustache with the soul patch.
Does Krastar look handsome now? Well, Krastar can't see what it's like, so he's got no fucking clue. He feels something there, but he can't know what it's like.
But yeah, I think that's where we cut to credits. We've just
Does Krastar look good? Does he look handsome? Handsome and
No.
anything.
Am I beautiful? Smash cut.
Krastar takes that as a no. Oh, Krastar wants this to be liked by his friends.
Nope.
But Krastar can't even do that because he's fucking incompetent, crazy, and fucking insane in everything he does.
Gonna do a beard though.
But Krastar is handsome now.
Do a beard. Yeah.
Anyway, so let's end the session. How much XP do we get?
You get.
Nothing.
Most important thing.
Nothing, because we fought goblins and rats.
But I'll give you stuff for just like how fun it seemed. So
For just kind of progression as well, kind of.
yeah, messing around and
Well, that's what I do.
Cool
Cool
RP.
I'll give you the XP for whatever you fight, and then I'll always give you some XP depending on what you've done and how far you've done.
yeah. Close that. Close that. Close that. Times that.
It is the most exciting part of any session, the XP.
Can you remember what I got? Give you last week?
No, between 2 weeks ago. No fucking clue, mate.
You gave us a lot.
Wasn't it?
It was
Yeah,
a fair amount, to be fair, but we'd But to be fair, we took on that entire fucking army and all those big twats with the small twats and the little twats.
Yeah. Okay, so if I give each of you, this is that, then that was pretty good. I mean, the time was
Do
very
you
funny.
keep a running total as you go along, Will?
I keep a running total of enemies, and then I just figure out the random shit to end.
I mean, I personally usually try and make it into a nice round number just because it's just
Yeah, I do
easier for
that.
experience. Yeah. Because at the moment I've got 27,790 XP.
Okay. Sometimes it's hard to figure out. Like, I don't know how much XP it give you for the Crazy Time Wizard.
Clearly a million. We saved the guy's life basically.
Yeah.
We saved his life and being stuck in that endless loop.
Maybe.
Did I keep on accumulating XP for kicking the goblin?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, you know what? I'll add another couple of goblins on.
Pink has a fucking smug look in that picture.
I think I'm gonna give you 850.
So how much, sorry?
850.
850. Oh, you just gotta be fucking awkward, haven't you? Just gotta be fucking awkward. So, I'll let people watch it have one last look at Pingu with the Van Dyke. And that's it. So thank you for watching. This is Cookie38 and friends. Signing off for now, and we'll see you next week for Pathfinder. Goodbye.
Bye.
Maybe.
Bye.